Definitive Studios coming to you live from YouTube in studio. Show your support. Like and subscribe. Go to website oneupds.com. Support the show. Donate today.
Hey everybody, welcome to One Up Weekend Live, where everything's screwing up right before show. That's right.
So it's Sunday.
It's par for Sunday. Yippee fucking ki whatever. Jesus. Okay.
The equipment has the day off as well.
It does.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome. We haven't been on in a couple weeks, and as you can tell, the equipment knows that too.
We picked Black Friday to come back on because nothing goes wrong on
Cyber
Black Friday.
Mondays, new equipment will show up. Jeez. Yeah. As you can tell, hey everybody, I'm Toa. If you haven't met me before, then you don't know what the hell you're watching this for.
How the hell are you
As you
here?
know, we have Jamil here, and we have another guest here. You introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Joe Southwell.
I just heard my phone, but I don't see my phone.
Or was it my phone?
Or was it your phone?
It was probably my phone.
I turned mine to vibrate.
Now mine's quiet.
No, yours is quiet. So my phone just
It was
dinged.
yours, yes.
It was
Congratulations. Your phone apparently wanted to introduce itself as well.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is because I don't
totally
have
my
it
phone.
on me.
Well, it's within mic range, so that should give you a clue.
Well, aren't you a bright one?
Yeah, if you're looking for snappy comebacks, you're in luck today.
Fantastic. It's awesome. So we got a couple of things we're going to do this tonight here on the show. We do have a unboxing that we're going to do. So GameStop, part of their doorbusters they did for the Black Friday was these Powered by Funko boxes. Have not opened them yet. Really want to. I got myself one and Jamil one too, do. And then I also got some cool thermal cups. Rebels.
I love how he gave me the Empire, and I'm like, yeah, it totally would be Sith. It's okay. It's
better than what I got.
Zero.
You have zero.
I got zero. That's what I got.
What are you, like Scott Pilgrim?
Zero. Just, is there actually anything in there, or are you fake drinking? I don't know if you actually...
No, there's actually drinking.
Oh, okay.
I don't fake drink. I'm an alcoholic. The fuck is your problem?
Damn, that's right. Jessica, make my drink. I need it. During the break, I'll be drinking. I'm going to need it. I might go before the break.
You might go right now.
So anyway, it's been
that
2 weeks.
kind of evening.
Had Anime North Texas that we just went through last week. It was a success. Thank you. Woo. I don't have that ability to do a laugh track yet.
We're so sad that you don't have a laugh track right now.
I really don't. There's Mommy. She's saying hi, everybody. All right. So
Hello.
You said you couldn't put this up there. I just love that we're all just staring at it going, yes! And nobody else can see it.
no, they can see.
Oh,
it
they can
in the
see it?
chat. Yeah,
If they're
it's
watching,
on the
they can
side
see
of the bar.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay, yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Oh,
check
that delay's weird.
You want? Is there? You want to check the audio from your side and see if it's actually going?
Yeah, we're just going to create it at the end.
fine.
That's good?
Is it loud enough?
Hello?
Seems loud enough.
All right. Are you maxed out?
Yes.
So that is pretty low.
No, that seems fine.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you for that slight pause.
There will be more.
There will be plenty
More to come soon.
There will be plenty of awkward delays on this show.
Absolutely.
There. Yeah. Well, literally right before the show, it's like, hey, go. We're not gonna have any opening music. Well, you should totally have it. Zoom. Fine, I'll go get
You're the one who
it.
thought
And
we
then I
were-
mute it halfway through the song.
A for effort.
F for execution. So, I do actually look. I actually did write up some topics, some stuff to talk about.
It's good of you to keep them to yourself over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I tell them to you, then I don't get to see you explode later. You know.
Yeah, well, it's been 2 weeks. I may be out of
God
explosions.
is precious over there.
My precious.
I love that that's the part that the one part that's working is like pen and paper.
Which is great for a YouTube show.
And we may not even use that anyway.
That pen and paper is working.
That's the important stuff.
Right. Yeah. Pen and paper. As long as it works, I'm good. Oh man. Okay. Well.
So what are your topics?
Is the video pretty bad on your stream?
It's about as normal.
Well, because I'm getting bad video on my side from the actual system. Resetting. No, it says it's
That's right, folks. We don't do any of this shit pre-show.
bullshit. I worked at it last night.
He's right.
We have a program.
Bullshit. The pre-show was awesome. Like, that has been the best part of the show so far. Everything that everyone missed.
We've only been on for like 5 minutes. Calm down. I promise you the best hasn't passed yet, I hope. Jesus Christ.
No, probably not.
Jesus Cristo. If it has, we're screwed.
It hasn't passed yet, but we'll try.
Great.
Good luck.
No, it's all good. We always bring somebody and I get tag teamed on by whoever sits beside, which is totally fine.
To be fair, before this show's over, I'm sure I will go after Joe for jokes. I have known him for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he is a soulless ginger, so, you know, the jokes are there.
He almost, when I saw him online, I was like, I thought he was Zach for a second.
No,
I mean, because you had the hat on, and
Right, yeah.
Zach wears a hat similar to it, and had this almost the same beard cut that he had way back in the day. So I was like, oh, are they brothers?
No.
All right.
Are you saying we all look alike? Is that what you're saying?
All gingers look alike. Yeah.
I only know one person you look alike, and that's the priest. I'm sorry, the minister.
Oh, Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His sister.
My sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll call her the priest?
Well, she's a minister.
She's a minister, yeah.
Oh, she's a minister. Okay.
Which is shocking considing
Considering she's my
ever
sister and
done.
everything. Yeah, like...
And, yeah.
that was... Nobody saw it going that way. Like, if anybody was gonna join the church, it was gonna be me.
Yeah.
And Rose was gonna be,
need-
hopefully we'd find her
In
body.
needing of an exorcism?
In needing of an exorcism. Preferably, we would find her without a needle in her arm. That kind of stuff. So that was the hope.
Wow.
Damn.
Welcome to No Holds Barred.
Well, this is also Rose who came to the last party, and anyone who offered her a drink, Rose is like a hardcore recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
So she's like, yeah, no, I'm good.
No, she's done a phenomenal job turning her life around.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
So
Yeah,
I got a
it's
niece
impressive.
now, and it's awesome, and she brought the niece
I'm
down.
so happy
So
for
it was good.
Like,
But there was a long
coming from the days of her doing a drunk cake stand and headbutting the base of the house to she's now a minister.
Yes.
So it's one of those things where they knock on the door. Have you found Jesus? Really? Tell me about him. And she found him.
No, I mean,
No.
it was weird because we were always, fairly religious, just not, or at least spiritual, whatever you want to call it, firm believers, right?
Right.
But, pretty party hard as well. They're not mutually exclusive. So,
Definitely not in your family.
I mean, none of my family, right? And I've never appreciated this like holier than thou image of Jesus, right? Hookers and the fun people would not be hanging out with him if that was the case, right? His
Sorry.
first miracle was turning water into wine because the party was failing.
Yeah.
And somehow from
I want
that,
Jesus at my party.
right? And
Dude, right be here,
and even
Jesus.
the Bible, it says that like it was the best wine. Like the steward was pissed off.
Stuart.
like the guy serving the wine was pissed off. He's like, no, you're supposed to serve the good wine first when people can actually taste it and they're not shit faced, right? You don't
Jesus is
serve
like,
the good
screw
wine
you.
afterwards. And
Screw you. We're doing it my way. All I had was water. You take what you get.
Yeah, it was the better wine, and so like I don't.
So the question
I don't
is,
get-
for those who actually drink water, you go watch and poke the stomach, like, boom, now you're drunk.
I've been working on that trick. That's weird.
That'd be a great trick.
Yeah, but no. So
Mary Magdalene was a whore, and that was like his best friend for a long time.
you had a lot of friends that were whores. I mean, like you
So
don't
do
get
I.
that
Am I
many
Jesus too?
groupies, right? You know.
But Jesus to me? No.
Why not? I got a bunch of whores friends.
Oh.
Turn wine into water.
I thought you were calling yourself a whore. I was
no,
like, I don't know.
No, I'm calling bad a whore.
Yes.
I'm calling bad a whore.
Bad as Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, bad never got paid for it. Well, just that once.
Makes him a slut.
He's probably watching right now like,
There's a keen difference between being a slut and being a whore.
Profit.
Yeah. One's a small business owner.
Hi, Trey. This is Joe. Joe's one of my many offensive friends. He's here to join us.
Hi, Trey.
Abe is.
Where we-
He missed a few first minutes. Who is this guy? He likes you. Oh, that'd be a great show. Joe and Trey. Maybe the
Do I know
most-
Trey?
God.
Is he just your friend, or do I know
You've probably met Trey once or twice. I
like
don't
somewhere at Stein's or something like that? Or
Probably not Steins.
okay,
No, I don't know. Actually, you might not have met Trey.
you're not about Trey. All right.
You
Well, hi
should.
Trey.
He's
We'll
hilarious.
hang out sometime.
I don't know if I want to start Skype back up because I really don't know if it's
Gonna crash everything you want?
Crash everything. So it looks like there was an update to YouTube streaming system that's actually causing this. It's telling me how to fix it, but it required me to shut down the stream. It wants me to use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. So it's wanting me to go and do
So in other words, when we're going on our first break, we'll be slightly turning it off and turning it back on.
I could probably fix it without it doing. I just don't want to do it while in the middle of actual conversation because I just want to be like,
Well, fine.
YouTube has a keyframe frequency.
right now we're at 8.3 seconds and it should be less than 4.
What are they using keyframes for?
It's YouTube. I have no idea.
Like I've done special effects and video and all that kind of stuff, and then that makes sense in that field. But I'm like, it's a live stream. You're not going to be jacking with the keyframes later. It's live. So-
We're going to need another chair. We're going to need another chair.
Is he on his way?
He's on his way. He'll be here for the second hour on.
I don't even have the other mic ready to go.
I guess we're doing it break.
It didn't stop us before.
Guess what you're doing it break. Gotch. You cuddly with Trey.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I have.
This is going to be interesting.
There's some stuff you don't want to talk about with Trey. I'm not going to say anything. I just want to see what happens.
Well, I should probably get this topic out of the way. Then. Trump wins, evidently. While we were on break, that happened.
Yes.
So wait, you haven't aired an episode since?
Nope, not
No.
since the election.
We've been off for 2 weeks.
You go off the air, the world turns to shit. Like Trump wins, Booker dies. Like
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
The one good thing that
1021 went out.
Yeah, like the one good thing that happened while you were out is Castro died. Like that's
happened
all
right
you got.
before.
Right.
Well, to be honest, we were on hiatus for like 3 months or 2 months in June, July.
Yeah, because you had
And-
shows and I had
And a lot of people died there too. So,
We'd run a in
you know what?
but just take the entire
If more
show.
people would donate and sponsor the show, we would be able to do more and more shows. So
Hint,
it's
hint.
their fault that they all died.
Hint, hint.
It's
Give
our
us some money.
fans' fault that they all died.
Oh yes, because if we were on the air, 2016
right.
wouldn't have sucked this hard.
I don't know. We haven't been able to fix most of that shit. I mean, shit. No.
I don't
No.
know.
Yes, Trump won.
It's just, yeah.
Woosah. It was so bad, Castro just said, I'm done.
Well, he always said he wasn't going to stop until America destroyed itself. We're done.
We're done. Good. Got it.
Break.
Right, done. We're good. Shot.
All right, brother, take over.
Tag, you're in.
Go, Raul. Like that guy has been about to go for
20 years.
like 3-4 presidencies.
Well, the day he died, CNN, of course, did this huge, background special. And I watch this stuff. I love history. So I'm sitting there watching all, and it was actually going through all the different account of different assassination attempts, even the ones I didn't even know about existed.
Right, yeah.
And how he survived so many assassination attempts.
But couldn't survive Trump.
But his body doubles. Like he went through more body doubles. He personally went through more body doubles than anybody else.
We got him. The cat's just sitting in the back like, you got shit, bitch.
You got one.
There are still at least 300 more.
Jorge, get another one ready.
Bullshit. This is Castro. He had to have like 3 or 4 just in stock ready.
So you got
All I'm seeing
Fidel
right now
Castro body
is-
doubles, red shirts, Game of Thrones extras.
No,
and-
I'm just seeing a Cuban version of like Winter Soldier. Comes out. Is it Zemo?
Wow. Alrighty then.
Yeah. So they were going through it, and then all the different, like, America's technically assassinated him successfully twice.
Except
Except
not
they did,
successfully.
Exactly. Oh gosh, all the
it's not
BS that happened during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Like
Uh-huh.
to me, one of my favorite, like, what the fuck, America, during that time.
You ever
Was-
seen 13 Days? It's one of my favorite
no,
movies.
I haven't, no.
It's actually about the Cuban Missile Crisis. I mean, it's a very, very good.
Was that the one about the War of Pigs? Like I'm sorry, the Bay of Pigs.
The Bay of Pigs,
That,
right after
that
Bay of Pigs, yeah.
clusterfuck, but no, like that was interesting. Let's go to one.
Let's go to.
Right, but no, like there was something like we caught 2 of their planes. Right. And so we were screaming up and down, like, we captured 2 of their planes, and our UN ambassador was going, guys, is this legit? Like, don't put me on the spot here and have me, yelling to the rest of the world that this is what happened. If it's not what actually happened, is this legit, or are we like, what's going on? And Kenny was like, no, it's solid, it's good, it's what I was doing. Okay, so he starts complaining and whatnot. And then they find out that the paint wasn't dry on the damn planes. Like, for fuck.
We caught. We
Like,
didn't catch shit. We didn't catch
he
shit.
caught the next. Our UN ambassador caught the next plane home to personally chew Kennedy out for that shit. Like, if you're gonna lie better than that. Right? There's so many. Just say, hey, we're investigating. We don't know. Have the damn planes crash. That way you can't find that the paint's dry. Like, they're just what the. Damn it. Which is why I don't buy conspiracy theories, right? I don't think our government is competent enough to pull one off if they can't think that maybe paint should dry. Like, I just don't buy something.
Somebody at Home Depot got fired over that.
Oh, God.
You told me it was quick dry paint. Well, you didn't tell me you were putting it on metal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time after time, stuff like that. It happens every time, right? Like, the Chinese capture one of our spy planes, and we're like, you don't have one of our spy planes. And they're like, we don't have one of these? Can we get that back? That happened in their bush. It was just like, don't say. Okay, first off, it's a spy plane. It's supposed to gather intelligence. How do you not know your intelligence gathering machine isn't where the fuck it's supposed to be? Like, it's
Intelligence.
not, right? Its whole purpose is to know where shit is, and you don't know where it is.
First
Like,
off,
how do you?
you started the conversation like during the Bush administration, and then you went intelligence, and then you lost me in the whole conversation.
It
point.
started with Kennedy, like it's Castro,
You
right?
really
It's
did start
not.
with
It's not
Kennedy.
unique to Bush. Like that's why I don't care who. Like anybody that's espousing conspiracy theory, I
I
just
still laugh
don't
at the
buy
whole
it.
like victory on the warship.
Oh yeah. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. All right, we
Two
get
most
home.
expensive words in government since Obamacare. It's just. God.
We're all over the spectrum tonight. But we got to get all the political shit out of the way quick.
No, do we? Is he gonna come in and be like? No.
If he's listening, I'm pretty sure he will have comments when he gets.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You might as well just say that he's gonna have comments.
So we should.
He has these points where he will go off and just like, and I love it because it's so good when he does it. It's the most entertaining time you ever get out of him.
So we're gonna ruin all his fun before he gets here.
No, he'll bring it up. Don't worry.
Okay.
He will.
We can just, no, we talked about that already.
I will
Watch
do.
him boil over.
It's a clitoris woman. That kind of moment with him.
I'll find you the clip, lad. Oh, Jesus, that one again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it
It
was.
has been almost a year now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since Trey yelled at Stray about clitoris.
He was
It's your
try-
clitoris, woman.
He was trying to explain something to someone who was calling in, and it did not go well. And he finally just screamed at "It's your clitoris, woman!" Like, and
It dropped
it's as
everybody.
bad as you fucking.
It dropped everybody.
Hit
Died.
the floor. Just game over. Just done.
It was, yeah. So for those people who are like, why do they yell at clitoris? There's a clip on it, and at some point we'll put the clip up. So
We'll be in the best of reel.
well, we've got plenty of those. And we
Oh,
have
good.
And we have plenty of those. We had one of them that we still actually, it was one of our first clips put together. Was we had Ben Ambroso here, and it was Harley Quinn meets the Joker. He does a Joker version, and when Desi does like this really high pitched Harley Quinn.
Okay.
And so I put them on the line together, and it's hilarious. He's like, "Do I owe you money? Do I owe you child support? If you've answered yes, jump out the window."
And we thought for sure she was gonna.
She's like, "Okay," and he's like, "Whoa."
Jamil's still searching for the clitoris.
Jamil can find the clitoris. Jamil said you for the clip. I did find Harley Quinn meets the Joker though.
Still looking for the that elusive bastard.
Here, I was going to see if you can play it and we can show everyone the damn clip.
Yeah, so the one computer that's not hooked up to broadcast, that's the one we're looking at.
And that's the one that works. Womp 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 womp. Do.
All right, fine. Look, we're on the air. It's working. It's not dying. It's still. I don't know why it's telling me bit rates and blah blah blah. It's.
I sent you that clip there.
You sent me the clip. Mm-hmm. Oh, on Facebook.
Yes.
All right, I'm not even on there. Let's do that. And now the system crashed. No. Good ding.
I keep looking over at the screen like there's going to be something on it that's
Well, it will
helpful
be
to
in a
me,
minute.
and it's not. It's just
Insert
three
sad.
assholes in a chat field. So
Accurate.
Insert sad trombone.
And the second one is since you should be your clitoris woman. The full your clitoris conversation.
All right, let me.
The fact that it was full
Oh,
clitoris conversation.
I wonder if I just play the audio.
Really, Francisco? You came back as soon as you heard someone yelling clitoris. Glad we could get your attention.
Let's see here. Well, it's gonna make me. Play.
And apparently our sound may be off.
What?
That's what Noodles just said. I'm going to.
I see the green bouncy bar thing.
She made me not sync to them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. It's just.
Let's see. Here.
We say the audio might go off, and everyone goes quiet looking at it.
Wait, what?
The audio might not be working.
It's kind of like
Let's stare at it and see if that we'd be
Hang
able
on.
to diagnose it that way.
Hang on, quiet.
should be your clitoris woman.
Yeah, this is it is working. 'Cause I just got it from there. I don't know who's messaging me now. Oh, it's you again. All right. Come on, pull it up off of YouTube. Thank you. I just want to play the audio. I don't know if I want to play the actual screen of it.
Because that'll just be like the inception of Inception there. Like you said, the 3-man screen of Doom and another 3-man screen of Doom inside of it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to reconfigure the cameras anyways now that Trey's coming.
Be a copy of a copy of a copy.
Forever faded. Let's see here.
Oh, just let it play. I forgot exactly where it is in it, but it's like 2-minute video.
Please.
Hang on, let me just put it in the screen because I don't want to sit here and just be quietly like there's some random time. Are we out of sync with that? I hear Trey. That's not Trey. No.
Yeah, go ahead and share it with them
Yeah.
in case they haven't seen the.
Well, while I
horrible
get this set up, you guys should chat.
So, how's life?
It's good.
That's awesome.
Do you come here often?
I don't come here. I visit for a show. I mean, I love Jessica, but not like that. That's his wife. Yes,
Like that was the one thing that actually got a reaction out of him. His eyes just kind of swelled up. The one time you couldn't see it on camera because he's dicking with the video.
Yes, dicking. All right, let's see.
Are
Here.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, clitting with the video.
You gonna back it up? Because I don't know where it is in this video.
I don't know where it is either. Hang on. I'm going to make sure the audio is working well enough to get all the sound out of it.
Just scroll through to everyone looking painful laughing.
Oh no, that happened several times.
Oh, we need this choppy
Please
stuff.
continue.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Just let it play.
Is this where he
Joined
sings?
in. All you had to do was come in with a
No.
with the high pitch part because it totally.
Oh no, because he was just doing Lion
That
King
would have been
in the
exactly.
jungle.
If you'd have done the falsetto line, it would have been killer. Would have clipped it out, put it on YouTube, and had millions of page views. But no. Instead, you look at me with Nick Fury's one eye.
It is the one eye of discontent.
No, that's my penis.
I do not want to talk about your penis
Being discontent.
ever. Being happy, being discontent.
My penis is happy.
This isn't the clitoris one.
Oh yes, it is.
Are you sure?
I'm almost
right?
certain.
You all right?
Oh no, it's not. Shit, my bad.
No.
We're just doing a Harlem Shake.
Jamil still has not found the clitoris.
We have to jump up.
That had Bat and Stray on.
No, was she in the room?
Harlem Shake. Yeah, he went all out on that one. Yeah.
I think we officially gave up. I don't know if we actually uploaded that one.
It was one of the shows. I know because it was.
Well, that narrows it down.
No. It was because Trey wasn't on a whole lot of them, so it was only. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, if you want me to go through 3-hour shows trying to find Trey, we're doing this shit next week.
It's fine. We'll reenact it later. Dear Stray, clitoris woman. Well, we did get to see him do the Harlem Shake, right? And that's just funny by itself.
That's the consolation prize.
The other one was Harley and Joker.
Oh yeah. I guess that one I can play because that's definitely where to go.
Is that streaming? Like, is everyone just checking out your Facebook page?
No, I can
No.
turn off and on.
Totally work on that later.
All right, so this is the Harley Quinn meets the Joker. We had Ben Ambroso in, Code was in there, Bat's in there.
Oh, there she is. Yep, we get it?
I think we got it.
We'll go ahead and...
Hey,
we'll
you're on one
finish
of
it. Yep. What's up, man?
What's going on? Good.
How are you?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm doing awesome.
And this is the part where I turn it down.
Yeah.
Aww. Don't make me have to use my phone. It's so terrible.
Oh, my God.
All right, this is the part where you bring the Joker in. I was telling you.
All right. You ready?
Did she get so high pitched?
I don't know why I
Yeah, it's way up there.
You gonna be okay over there, or am I gonna have to come over and slap you around a little bit?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Oh, holy shit. It's Joker and Harley.
That's actually a pretty good Joker impression.
Yeah, it's a
That's really
Joker
good.
impression.
So, well, now, hold on. Are you more of the classic Harley, or are you more of the new slut that they've got?
Did I tell you or what?
Okay. you win this round.
Have a little bit of fun being Joker. Oh, have I met you before? Do we have illegitimate children? Do I owe you child support? If you answered yes to any of these questions, hang up the phone.
I'm dying.
What the fuck? Oh, this is the highlight right here.
I told you.
Holy shit.
This is where we're gonna crop this later, and this is gonna be part of a promotional video.
Yeah, to hell with Witch. Just have him do Joker for 3 hours.
Which is a video game that he's been developing for the past 2 years.
Oh, gosh.
Well,
What the hell was that? Did you deflate?
maybe a little bit. But I don't know. There's a little balloons around me. Are you okay?
No. You don't sound like you are either. No.
Scary in here.
Do me a favor.
Look at the progression of wall art.
Yeah.
Find a window. Throw yourself through it. Did you say okay?
I don't think I fell, so this wouldn't be so much a good
Look, just
idea.
get it done. If I wanted bitching, I'd call your mother.
I had to walk out. That was just too good.
We just lost someone for the first time.
I don't pay you to bitch. I
That
don't
was the
pay you
first
at
time,
all,
wasn't
but
it?
I don't pay you to bitch.
Fine, I'll do it, okay?
I'm waiting for the glass break in the background. I'm like, oh shit, wait, no.
We are not financially responsible for anything.
Next week, there's like in memoriam of Desi. In the arms of the angel.
Yahtzee. Yeah, buddy.
Shots yourself.
I did.
Nearly a perfect year apart.
I did. Yeah, well.
Oh, you're horrible.
It was a Yahtzee moment. It really was. It was perfect. Yeah.
So you need to like create a clip that's all the inside jokes.
Oh God.
So that everybody else could like before they watch the show, they can get caught up and
Well,
just know the references and everything.
So
else.
I was telling you about it on the phone. We were talking about the show. He's also the guy that developed a game we talked about, Likeable Hitler. For his
That was
video.
not a game. That was a character he was going to put into it.
No, we were secret boss level,
Right.
with Likeable Hitler, and for months we would get images of like Hitler at Christmas with like gifts in his hands.
There's supposed to be like little
fire
little
retardant.
likable image, likable Hitler little plush doll.
Yeah. Fire retardant suits that you can get.
So
from
what
Likeable-
was the goal with Likeable Hitler? Was that the one? Like
It was because we
was
had
it a team mission because he's likable? Like
No, we had a friend of ours that was Jewish who was on watching us at the time, and he's the one that came up with the idea of Likeable Hitler, and we ran with it.
It was just a horrible idea.
And that's when we were banned in Germany.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. That was early too. That was
that was like
month or two.
first 2-3 months, something like that. Yeah, but yeah, and we were banned in Germany. Now in the underground, we're really big in Germany.
Oh God, we're like Hasselhoff. Oh shit!
Damn it!
That's the first depression thing I've had all goddamn day. I'm now actually depressed. Well done. Hasselhoff.
Desi is awesome.
That's what did it.
Yes, actually, Hasselhoff.
We've always brought up Hasselhoff in the past because, well, he played Nick Fury and
You don't talk about that.
yeah. Oh, I meant to. Now that Trey's coming, that's great.
Hasselhoff played Nick Fury.
Oh
There
my
was
god,
a
yes.
direct-to-TV 2-hour movie.
Dear God.
Oh yeah, it was as bad as you're imagining.
Yeah, it was really bad. So I
It
found
got worse.
I got
gosh.
I got sent the other day the full commercial for the Howard the Duck movie, the first trailer that ever came out for it, and I was like, I gotta play it next time Trey's here. Now Trey's coming, I'll have to play it because it's a full trailer.
No God,
Yes, it's,
not Howard.
just look at this face.
Why?
As
do
long
you
as it's
hate-
MCU, they haven't fucked up that hard
Well,
yet.
it's not MCU. That's the problem.
It wasn't MCU.
It's the
that-
1987
it's a- yeah,
Howard the Duck.
like the little.
Yes, there was a Howard the Duck.
like
movie.
there was that whole nod to Howard the Duck at the end of
Yes,
Guardians,
right.
but that's not what this is.
No. There was an actual
This is the
movie
actual
called
movie.
Howard.
I know
the Duck.
there
Yes.
was. I know there
Yeah.
was. But
He's talking about the actual
there was
trailer.
a previous movie with Punisher, right? There's a lot of previous other shit that came out before Marvel just taught everyone how to make a fucking movie again. So
No, I agree.
this isn't under Marvel Studios. This isn't.
No.
Under, I think it's like Lion Gate or something.
It's under some bullshit.
Lionsgate's pretty hit or miss.
This is the miss. This is the miss in hit or miss.
But yeah, and Trey is he does movie reviews now, and he gives them, instead of like thumbs up, thumbs down, he gives them ducks. Because Howard the Duck is the most amazing movie to him.
No.
Well, one of
His definition is Howard the Duck is a watchable movie. That's the entire duck rating system. A one duck means you can watch the movie and not want to kill yourself. At least that's how I interpret it. I don't give a fuck what Trey says.
If you have that, you got to have like negative ducks. Like, how far into the movie before you want to kill yourself? Like,
yeah, we haven't talked about
Batman v Superman is like 20-25 minutes. Then you want to kill yourself.
that. Still haven't. I did watch Fantastic Four.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
You mean Fantastic? Do you like how they like left out Doctor Doom for like 90 minutes?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
brought him in at the end.
It's like, hey, there's suddenly a character here. Oh, okay. Surprise! Oh yeah, there's a villain.
well, I'm afraid to watch anything comic book that's not Marvel. Like, because Deadpool rocked it, right?
Yep.
But that's about the one thing, because everybody else has like tried to ride their coattails and
not
just
done it well.
rode it right into the goddamn ground. Like, and meanwhile, Marvel's out there. They're like, I don't know, Ant-Man. That's good, and then all this other stuff, and so I'm afraid.
No, when we saw
Dawn of
it-
Justice looked like it was going to be great. It was utter shit. Suicide Squad. I was afraid, right? Because I just saw Dawn of Justice. I was rightfully afraid. Right? Looked like it was going to be great, and then I saw Dawn, right? So, and then I haven't seen anything that. with the exception of Deadpool, who's a Marvel character, and that one was done by Fox. I haven't seen
but even
anybody.
still, Fox has.
I guess the X-Men
before.
have been okay.
Yeah, the
They
first
started
two
and then
were
they-
okay, and then the rest were like shit-tastic.
Keep milking that Wolverine cow, hoping it'll pay off. But
Well, they got one more Logan that I know that
They have a lot more than just Logan.
that is that we know that's coming out with
Right.
The current actor. I think this
yes,
is
this
his
is the last
one.
one for you,
yeah,
Jack.
last one for you, Jack.
So we'll see. When we went and saw Ant-Man, we thought, okay, this had to be the one bad Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And we came out going,
Nope, it was good.
damn. So here's Doctor Strange. Like, okay, maybe
Maybe this
maybe
one.
No. See,
No.
no. See, my first one, I assumed Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be the one that sucked.
right.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy is just this random ragtag group of fucking
Yeah.
misfits. And if you fuck this up, whatever, no shocker, it's going to suck.
Right.
Woohoo! Nope. That show's the best movie of 2014. Like, literally, the
Yeah.
best grossing and the best rated. It just,
Yeah, blew
Killed it.
everything away.
it murdered everything. I'm just like, okay, Marvel made a talking raccoon and a fucking living tree. DC, you have gods. Don't fuck it up.
You
They made
Martha
a talk-
fuckers.
That was a lovely double entendre.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. He's so proud. He's
They
like,
have awesome intellectual, like they have awesome characters. They don't do shit with them. Like that's the saddest thing, right?
It's accurate.
no, it's pretty.
It's
Wait. Joe, tell them what you went to college for.
Oh, I started off in film production,
Ah.
and then ended up graduating with a degree in marketing and business. So,
Ah.
I'm not shocked.
which is why I'm like watching these assholes.
Which is why I want to give like the marketing department for DC films. They get the best. They get bonuses all around because they made.
Oh,
that
their marketing
shit
is
show,
amazing.
Yeah, they
Oh,
made that
God.
shit show of Batman v Superman look
Like
amazing.
I might go to see just a movie of DC trailers, right? Like
because you saw the whole movie at that point.
literally. Well, yeah,
just a bunch of them, right? Like the whole middle section in a grindhouse, right? Just
Yeah.
do that, right? I would go see that,
Yeah.
right?
Here's 45 minutes of
It's
DC
45
trailers.
minutes of DC trailers of everything.
Awesome.
We're gonna we clearly we can make a good trailer, so we'll just keep doing that. After everyone watches that and then comments, we'll find someone competent to make the part to actually make a full length that everyone
To make
liked.
the other
right? sort of like the way-
87 minutes of the movie.
right, like the way Machete happened, right?
That was
'Cause
awesome.
that started off as
was
just kind of a
bullshit trailer.
joke,
Yeah.
a bullshit trailer in the middle of Grindhouse,
Right,
But
right.
everybody loved it, and I was like, oh well, maybe we could do this.
Yeah.
So-
well,
I still want Thanksgiving. That was my favorite trailer. That trailer for Thanksgiving from Eli
looks
Roth
like
was the
blood.
most- Yup.
It is.
It was so cheesy. It was so bad.
The grandmother with a thing like the turkey
Yup.
feet stocking, whatever the hell those things
Have you
are.
not seen that
I'm not a
trailer?
chef, so I don't know what it is.
Oh
but-
dear God.
I have.
Okay.
It's been a long
oh my
time.
gosh, it was great.
It was my favorite part of fucking Grindhouse. And that's saying a lot because I love both of the movies.
Yeah.
But the trailers were my
Yeah.
favorite part.
The trailers
because it
were
was
great.
Wrong. Like, I remember sitting in the theater for like the 5 hours he had to go see because I saw it in
Because it was
theaters.
it was long. Yeah,
And I was like,
But it was
no,
worth
no,
it.
No drink. I'm good. I'm not
Yeah.
missing the trailers. Eat a dick. I ain't missing shit.
what blew me away about a Grindhouse, and maybe this isn't true, but like Tarantino and Rodriguez had the same budget.
I don't know about that one.
No, actually,
For their
sounds
for
about
their
right.
mutual films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Which-
again, it's Robert Rodriguez, and he's like,
he cuts corners that didn't exist before he cut them.
He changed
he
Well,
squeezes
wait,
like
we need to
production
set up a
value out of
church?
nothing.
what if
It's
we and we can't use
amazing.
squibs? What if I just digitally insert the gunshots
Yeah, like
and no one will be able to tell the difference? You motherfucker!
he gets so much out of so little. The
What is it,
smartest
his,
thing he ever
his
did.
10-minute cooking schools on his DVDs.
Oh, I love watching those.
his
Right?
10-minute cooking and 10-minute film schools because
Yeah.
like, this is what I can do. This is what I can do when I cook, and I'm like, I hate you. You can both cook and make awesome films. You son of a whore.
Yeah, he's like the opposite of Lucas, you know, because Lucas is actually really good when he doesn't have a budget, but you give him anything
I didn't
resembling
realize
funding, and it goes
until
to
I watched
shit.
the trailer for Howard the Duck that it was George Lucas that put the. I never clicked.
Yeah,
That should have been your clue. That it was Howard the Duck, and that it sucked. That's whenever something sucks, I just assume Lucas was involved. it's the voice of experience going, "Hey, this sucks." Where's
right.
Lucas?
Yeah,
Well, still,
George Lucas had
it
to
just
touch
did
this.
not click until I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. It explains so much. Sadly.
Right, and Lucas did some amazing stuff when he didn't have a budget, right? When he had to bootstrap that stuff together, he did some amazing stuff, like just the weird, bizarre ways they pulled off the special effects. You know, rubbing Vaseline on the lens to make it look like the thing was hovering.
Yep.
Like just old school practical effects that looked great, and then they throw money at him,
and we get Phantom Menace.
Like I don't.
Are you okay?
It blows my mind.
Right,
like
cool.
anything else,
pop him in the back. He's stuck in the stutter. Help him out.
Anybody else? Like, oh look, you're good with a little bit. Let's support this, right? You did this.
How about we give you a little bit more?
How about you give you a little bit more, right? And every other time, I don't know anybody who fucks up with more money. Like, I know people that just fuck around with money, right? That's not the same thing. He made amazing with nothing.
Usually,
and then
everyone
you
else
fund
that
it,
get more money, they still do decent work. They don't.
They don't get worse. Like that was the thing.
They at least stay the same.
You get
like I can't.
All
think
the
of anyone.
all the indie filmmakers are still taking these old techniques into play. Was it Tommy Wong out of California? Rocket Jump.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
I mean, he just took
but he
the complete indie route.
Yeah, but he's totally like falling in Rodriguez's like line of I don't have the money to make it, but I have fucking computers and free time.
But Rodriguez never looked indie. Like from the beginning.
No. But I'm saying these indie guys are taking a lot of these old, like the Vaseline on the lens. He's done.
Yeah.
And bringing them back and making them say, hey, look, digital's cool.
But it's not everything.
But it's not the world.
No.
So let's go out and do this. And he's made some amazing stuff. I mean, the Call of Duty flower, the shotgun flower episode that he did, where it was just every time he shot somebody, he shot him with flowers. It's probably like one of my favorite of all time. That and the golf one. He did one where he was playing golf, and it was like, launching mortars at each other, and they were literally having war with golf balls.
I see you funneling your box. Do you want to open these now?
I do want to open them now. We were in the middle of discussion. I was actually just putting my arm on it and make sure it was in camera. Promotion. That's right, GameStop. We want your sponsorship. Never gonna happen. But
I'll take it. I need free shit.
This is a box.
This is how we don't get sponsored. He's like, yeah, I'll take free shit. Great.
I'll promote your stuff.
Oh, look, it's a wonderful box from Advertising Available. I love them. They're a great company.
Absolutely.
I shop at AdSpot Available all the time.
Accurate.
That's very accurate.
Before we open these, let's play a little game. Do you want this one or do you want that one?
Oh,
let's make a deal.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've already gone back and forth. Like, which one?
Are you sure?
I'm curious how you decided.
Yeah.
I flipped a coin, okay?
How could you tell?
Heads was over there, tails was over here, and I got tails.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I don't know. There's supposed to be 5 random boxes. So this is
There's only 2.
Hold on.
There's only 2 here.
Yeah, I know. They're $20 a pop, dude. Shut up. So I wasn't going to buy $100 worth of boxes, all right? Because they could all be the same for all I know.
2's a lot less than 5.
Really good at math, aren't you? No. So these were the GameStop doorbusters for the Black Friday. I actually got in line. I actually got up at 4 a.m., went and got in line for them. It was hilarious because... No.
Got up. You stayed up.
No, actually, I
Oh, really? Wow.
No, I actually got up.
Well done.
I went to bed at like 7 o'clock next morning, not by purpose. I was just really tired. And it's like, screw it. I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to get up early, whatever.
And since they're not paying us, look, I'm covering up your logo.
Anyway, so I get there, and there's tons of cars in the parking lot. But nobody's standing at the door. Everybody's in their car nice and warm. I've got my headphones, got my hoodie. I got up there, got in door position number 1, just stood there for like half an hour before they opened. This group of guys are bumping their music really hard, and they get out. They're like, hey, we were here before you. And I looked down at the ground, and I said, yeah, but
you weren't in line.
I'm right here. Well, you're good to back up. 4 on 1? I feel lucky. Let's go. Oh, no, we're cool. I appreciate it. I outweigh all you motherfuckers by 100 pounds. I fart. One of you are going to fall over, But anyway, so I got in there. I got some really cool mugs. These are I got the Rebel and, Evil over there. And then I got 2 of these for us to open up. I have not done it. I am, if you've ever been in my studio or if you've seen some of the videos, I collect pop figures around the rim of the room. So I was like, cool, we'll do this, and Christmas gift for you as well. So
yay.
Sweet. So
are you sure that's the one you want?
It is. Why don't you go ahead and do it first? This is the unboxing, the first one we've ever had. Yay.
Oh, goody. Man, if this not Thanos, I'm going to be pissed.
Was it Thanos?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
It's 2.
Oh, nice.
I have a Mega Man Retro.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Very nice. Is black and white.
This is a Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Looks like Enchantress. Not a pop vinyl, but...
Oh, nice. I don't know what I got in here.
And a
Curious.
Five Nights at Freddy thing vinyl figure. 2 of them. All right,
Oh, it looks like I did get the exact same box twice. No, it's perfectly fine because I kind of want the Mega Man. So the Mega Man Retro there, black and white.
Damn it, I was hoping to barter for this shit later.
That's pretty awesome.
I got a bottle.
Here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's in there.
And then here's yours.
Here,
So-
you-
No, I'm good.
We each give you one of our Five Nights at
Aw.
Yes, you can eat this. And, oh, nice. Cool. That's really awesome looking.
Freddy's. Yup.
Enchantress as well. That's really cool. Suicide Squad Enchantress. I didn't see what was in.
Seen Suicide Squad yet?
I have partially. I didn't get to finish it.
Go ahead, Joe. I'm
No,
not
wait,
sure.
wait, wait. We were like waiting turns or something like Christmas and all that.
I don't know what character this is.
Something from Five Nights at Freddy's.
I get that. He just
I've watched a video of people playing this
he
game.
looks like a little sperm. I swear to God. Spermy.
It's like a really sad.
Dun dun dun. Would you like a little sperm? You've had it. Oh,
Here, I
wow.
got you a gift. You're here in time for the unboxing. Have a Five Nights at Freddy's vinyl figure.
Yes.
Fuck it now.
For those of you who don't know and you can't see, Trey has entered the building.
But he is hiding
here.
behind the camera.
He is
so
hiding. Yeah. We'll have to get you set up here when we go on break. All right.
Hey, look, there's a tray.
There's a tray. So yeah, we will actually we'll do is we'll take the break a little early and we'll get set up. We'll come back here. Real quick shout out some sponsors here. AnimeBento.com. Use the code 1UpDS to get 10% off all of the subscription boxes at AnimeBento.com and Minishout.com. If you haven't checked them out, you can post anything you want. It is just like Cheeseburger, but it's a whole new website. You post the stories that you want. All right, guys, we'll be back here in a few minutes, and of course, we're going to be on silent because I couldn't get the music working. Hey everybody, we're back here. One Up Weekend Live. I wonder how much of that you actually caught.
And if you did, we're sorry.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
As you can tell.
Probably not.
I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else is.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Are we back on live?
Yeah, we're back.
Oh,
up.
good. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just playing with the camera stuff here.
He's moving us around.
Oh.
Let's get it.
Do I need to
on.
go jiggle a cord or something? Or-
That's all right. Just keep
Is
fucking
that,
with
is
shit.
that another euphemism? How many have we got?
At
He's
least
going to
3.
jiggle his cord.
Nope. Just gonna keep looking straight.
It's gonna be a long night here for us.
You don't want your
There we
cord
go.
jiggled?
No, I'm good.
No.
I got a wife that does that for me.
So you got everything plugged in
Oh,
then.
he's got a wife. Listen to this. Wife privilege.
Yeah. 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 Just no argument there.
Yeah, be very careful about talking against that one.
Can you turn me up? No, not my.
Your headphones?
Yeah, I guess. Or my mic. I don't know. I can't hear me. Wow. See, I don't. There we go.
Yeah, you're-
There we go. All right, cool.
But if I turn you up, you'll start talking softer.
I will not.
We were hoping.
Well, now there's 4 people. Welcome. All right, so fine. I'm just gonna go for it. So Trump wins. How do you feel?
I did not see that coming.
Okay.
Nobody did.
Nobody did.
Trump didn't see that coming. Like,
Maybe if I could look a little further into the future.
Well done, sir. A little further into the future.
a little further. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean that was hilarious. Actually, like how extreme, like how just solid Hillary knew she had it. How
Yeah, but she
convinced
thought that
Trump-
Everybody knew
All right,
she had
all right,
it.
everybody
all right,
knew
all
Hillary
right.
had it.
Here's the
I
problem.
am going to jump
The shark.
right over the shark. I think the election was hacked.
Since a lot of it was already hacked in the first place.
No, I mean, I think that the ballot results in Wisconsin especially, and Michigan and Pennsylvania and Florida, even though they're not even talking about Florida, and possibly Iowa, I think the count is not true.
in favor of
Based on
Statistical analysis, deposition of many people that have been involved in these kind of things, the fact that any other country has exit polls that differ more than 5% from the reality, and we send inspectors over to audit their elections. Our exit polls differed by 30%
Jesus.
and we didn't audit the election. Something's wrong. So, Jill Stein, and Jill Stein had to be the one to do it. Jill Stein said, I want to recount. I was a candidate. I want to recount. They said, put up the money. She got the money. She put the money up.
she the one who kept like, wait, I need a little bit more for the funding. Wait, I need a little bit more for the funding.
And
I need a
she,
little bit-
and she does, because the way it works is if there isn't a discrepancy, she forfeits the deposit. If there is a discrepancy, she gets it back.
Fair enough.
what level of discrepancy is necessary?
If there is a discrepancy.
Well, that's BS. Because and the reason I say that is because even in Florida, with the 5 freaking recounts they had, right, all those years
Are
ago,
we talking about the 2000 hanging chads?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
right, they never got the same count
Correct.
any of the times they did a recount. So
Each
that
state
that's
has their
a
own
discrepancy.
rules.
But is that
Wisconsin? It's 1%.
a 1% discrepancy?
Yes. Now, 90 minutes before the deadline, Jill Stein posted her bond and said, I want to recount. They said, okay. 3 hours before the deadline, after Jill Stein's campaign had already said, we're going to demand a recount. We have the money. We're just trying to get to the State Department so we can register our crap. Wisconsin announced that they had already done an internal audit and found 5,300 votes in excess for Trump that should not have been counted.
Wasn't enough to change the outcome, though.
No, but 5,300 was more than 1%. But they did it before she demanded the recount. So they're still going to do a recount. And 5,300 is kind of a, what the hell?
That's a pretty exact number. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
Well, on these things, you don't know if they're rounding or whatnot, right?
It could have been 5312.
Could have been 5312. It could have been
Yes.
any number of different things, right?
5298. Or 50,
I know that like
I think that there's
538.
enough weirdness going on with the ballot results and the exit
Well,
polls.
538 addressed that, and what they said, because they were like, okay, yeah, our model, the statistician guys, right?
Yes.
If you're not familiar with 538,
I'm
okay, good,
familiar.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
I've never seen Nate Silver be that wrong.
Right. Well, everybody was off, and as it was getting towards the end, he was saying, okay, all these polls are all lining up, and that makes me nervous. Because what that implies is that nobody's actually researching, because nobody wants to be the outlier.
Nobody's doing the right.
Nobody's doing the right. So if I'm wrong, like, think of it from a professional pollster, right? Okay, if I'm wrong, like I say Trump's going to win, right? If I'm right, I look like a freaking genius, and everybody hires me next time.
Right.
If I'm wrong, but I'm the
Nobody hires
only
me.
one
Correct.
that's wrong, then my career's done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so that was his concern, getting closer and closer to the end of the election. As you know, within days, he was like, these numbers, they're
Something's
way too similar, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't trusting the pollsters anymore.
Yep.
Because they were all consolidating. He's like, the numbers don't do this.
Sure.
And Trump winning, like,
and I'm not.
so
a
lot of things you noticed the moment he won. Yeah, okay, shocker. Even he was shocked. He started backpedaling a lot of things.
Every
Every
president
thing.
does that.
No, I know, but like to an extreme.
There's
where-
still prisoners in Gitmo. Like, do you really want to go down this? Like,
yes, but literally
And he addressed
every
that,
campaign promise he has made, he's backpedaled on.
He's backpedaled,
and he hasn't even taken
office.
The only thing he hasn't backpedaled on is proposing a term limitation, proposing a law to Congress to impose term limitations on Congress, which requires Congress to pass.
Right. Which I don't see
we
that
know
happening.
that's going to happen.
Yeah. We'll see if
That's the only thing he hasn't backpedaled on.
Right.
He's backpedaled on the Muslim registry. He's backpedaled on the Mexican wall.
Right.
He's backpedaled on draining the
he
swamp.
backpedaled on a lot of that stuff before the election.
Not
right?
like
He was
this.
he was all over the place.
No,
right.
but see,
But
he
when
was so outlandish, and this is the reason why we always made a joke about him being the Clinton plant to just rile up the Republican side of the entire conversation. And he didn't expect to go as far. Like in the beginning, we all thought it was a joke. We thought it was hilarious, whatever. And then he started actually gaining ground, and it was like, okay. And then he started and then you started seeing the crazy come out, and him getting this amazing following of out of fucking nowhere of retarded people.
Well, my problem with the election was that we didn't discuss the goddamn issues.
At all.
It was the whole freaking election.
Right, no.
The whole election boiled down to he's a bigot, she's corrupt. No, he's a bigot. No, she's really corrupt. No, he's a horrible bigot. No, she's very corrupt. Like that was the whole fucking thing.
Well, that's what he wanted.
No,
that is exactly what he wanted.
And I don't doubt that. I actually
if
kinda
that's
agree
what
with
he
that.
wanted,
that is exactly
okay,
what he wanted.
fine. That's what he wanted.
Well, no, the reason for
but
that-
that doesn't mean that Hillary had to play that, right?
That's her dumbass.
Okay.
I'm not disputing that.
That requires
All right?
both sides
He
to do that. To
No,
say
he
that
steered the narrative. All right, he
Well,
wanted
the
it-
FBI
he
helped.
wanted
I
it-
mean,
James Comey needs to retire. There's no good way for him to come out of this. I'm sorry, but yeah, he steered the narrative so that it was constantly a mudslinging campaign,
right?
And he had the louder voice and the bigger wingnuts, and he's going to win.
I don't know that he had the bigger
But
wingnuts.
He did,
right?
but for two reasons. And here's the two
I
reasons.
don't, but, go
One,
ahead.
he's a celebrity that just says what he wants. Two, he knows how to manipulate the media to do things. He was
And
on.
Hillary doesn't?
Not
that
at this
dude.
level.
Not like Trump.
Okay,
It's his
Hillary
whole career.
goes away for 2 weeks to prep for debate. Trump is like going nuts. He's on everything he possibly can get on. Every CNN,
And then she shows up and he goes,
MSNBC,
she must have known something
and
about the debate.
Right, Fox Network, every possible thing. Every
But that
debate.
got leaked that she was emailed the questions.
So was he. That's not a secret.
No,
they email you the
They
questions.
email you
2
the
weeks
questions
in
ahead of
advance.
time. That's been going on for God, I don't even know how long, since back in like Kennedy
That's
days.
so they don't have dead
basic.
air.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the reason why they prep questions. They have them.
Right.
They know what's going to come. That's been here
Right.
since like the
It's
Kennedy
not a,
era.
It's not a big leak.
No.
It's
standard
normal
practice.
prep.
Right. But
he
for
turned it into a leak.
For those who don't know about it,
Right.
those who are not willing to go actually look up the history of it, yeah, it's a big deal. Because she's tied to email scandal. She's tied to this. So it's another leak whatever came from.
It's all about corrupt Hillary.
And he played that media so well. But now that he's actually in this position where he is the president-elect and he'll have the first 100 days, he has backpedaled so far that literally he's... How did Rubio put it? If he would have been this particular person during the election, he probably wouldn't have been nominated.
That's correct.
He would not have been nominated.
Totally.
Bush,
Okay.
Rubio, Cruz, one of them would have beat him out.
Okay.
Because he wouldn't
Probably
have fallen.
Cruz.
Because he didn't. I mean, he's talking about, everybody wants him to repeal the Obamacare. He's talking
Which he's
about.
already backpedaled on.
He's already backpedaled. He's talking about, well, we just need to change it. He's basically taken the Hillary playbook and went, hey, I know we were friends before. I'm sorry about all the things I said. Give me some of your stuff here because I'm a little screwed now because I really don't.
he's been all over the place, right? By the same token, he hasn't actually done anything.
No, he hasn't.
Yet, right?
Well,
We'll
okay,
see.
except he's started to construct his cabinet.
He's starting
So
to
let's
start
talk
transition
about
team, which isn't
let's
necessarily the
talk
same
about
thing.
his cabinet. Who he wants to
I'm
appoint
just
for
sitting here
Secretary
chewing.
of Education.
Stop chewing on my mic.
Sorry. I rant enough about Trump. I'm gonna let y'all have this shit for a minute.
All right.
Have fun.
It's an intelligent conversation.
No,
I'm enjoying the
y'all
hell
are
out of it.
great. I'm not disputing it, or am I arguing? Y'all are doing fine.
You're just chewing on my
Betsy
mic.
DeVos, man. DeVos.
Can I gum?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
No, I mean, can I gum the mic, bitch?
Oh,
We all
The
shut
mic.
up. We thought you had something to say.
I thought you did too.
Y'all are
Yeah.
doing fine.
The Secretary of Education attended a private high school, attended a private college, did not send her kids to school, homeschooled them.
No, I'm familiar with all this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some of our viewers may
Okay.
not.
So then, fine. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Her brother,
Has never worked in education.
Has never worked in
does not have a
education.
degree in education.
Right.
her brother.
Wait. I may not be right on that one. What's her?
No, she doesn't have a degree in
No,
education.
she doesn't have a degree.
She has a degree in. She has an MBA
in
and a Master's of Business
I know what I'm-
Administration.
right, but generally there's a focus on those, but hers isn't. It's just a okay.
Generic MBA.
She showed up.
Okay.
Yeah. Her brother, and this part's not focused on a lot. Her brother founded a really cool company back in 1998 or something.
Well,
It's called
that's it.
Blackwater.
Oh Jesus!
Okay.
The whole company, the whole family is involved. Oh, and her husband is the heir to the Amway fortune.
Okay.
Right. This is
not
how
a
she
very
got
big
her
fortune
money is
anymore, but-
Amway. No, it's really good for the people at top. Like 300 billion good. Yeah,
So why is she the Secretary of Education?
because Trump said so.
I'm still looking for a qualification of why.
Because Trump said so.
She still has to get confirmed.
Because she wants no,
No,
it's an
that's-
appointee.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
She
There's
sits
not approval.
right.
She's not Supreme Court.
Right.
That's who Trump has picked.
If he goes
Okay,
into
so there's
office
three
on,
branches
on,
of government.
on January 20th,
I'm not an idiot. No. We're not playing.
Where's that? This is how Bill becomes a.
I'm Bob Dole.
Only
No, no. I'm trying to remember what was Senate confirmed. I thought Secretary. of
No, the Senate
Education-
confirmed issue that was going on was the Supreme Court.
Right,
filling
yeah,
that slot
right.
in the
Well,
Supreme
no.
Court.
I was trying to remember. There are some cabinet positions that are Senate confirmable, but they're not. They're not Secretary
not
of Education.
cabinet.
I was thinking of something
Yeah.
else, and that's what I was
I
trying to
think
remember. What
I'm
I was
trying to
thinking of.
remember which ones are. I think Secretary of State is Senate
state
confirmed.
is confirmed.
It is.
Because
State secrets.
no, because they
Is
get
the,
to
is the
talk to
Fed
us, the planet.
considered part of the cabinet?
the FEC.
No.
You're talking about-
The Federal Reserve Bank?
Yeah, who's the charge of the Fed? Isn't that one Senate confirmed?
I don't think so, because I don't think Greenspan
See, that's what I was
going
gonna-
to confirmed.
No, I don't remember either. That's why I was looking
The
in the air. It's just
Treasury,
like I was trying
and
to
then
remember if
Treasury.
education was a part of that, and I thought it was.
FCC's not.
FCC's not.
Okay, so he's already
EPA isn't. I mean, you go down the
Okay,
alphabet
how's
soup of things that
EPA?
aren't.
Right, he's got a climate change denier for head of EPA. He's got a somebody who wants to strip down the Department of Education for head of the Department of Education. He's got
Oh wait, no. Sorry,
he's got
correction.
anti-net neutrality for
Sorry, correction. All cabinet level officials, except for the White House Chief of Staff, require Senate confirmation.
Oh.
Including the Secretaries of Agriculture, Commerce, Defense, Education, Energy, Health and Human Services, Homeland Security, Housing and Urban Development, Interior, Labor, State, Transportation, Treasury, and Veteran Affairs, as well as the Attorney General, Director of Office and Budget, and Administrator of the EPA. Dear God, everyone does except for the fucking Chief of Staff. The problem is,
except There's a Republican Senate.
Okay,
So it's
right.
gonna
But, yeah, but anyways, back to what we were doing before. I'm just a.
I didn't know that. That was interesting. I learned that.
Yeah, I didn't think that to be confirmed.
that's why I said
Bring it on,
you're-
right? I heard that.
That's why my Google.
I
Pool
was
is the
like,
best.
I could have sworn
No,
that
okay.
it was, but
I didn't think they
might
did.
be
I
wrong.
I didn't think it was either.
Well, I guess if you rubber stamp everything, after a while we get used to it.
yeah,
Yeah. Google.
that's true.
Yeah, Ben Carson for housing and urban development.
Oh God, we'll never have housing. It will take forever to say the word
I
housing.
don't give a shit about how slow he speaks. I give a shit that the man is a really good brain surgeon, and that's about where it should stop.
Right.
He's
Not
about
Surgeon
done as
What
General.
does brain surgeon
Not
have to do
Surgeon
with?
General.
Well, he wasn't a great Surgeon General pick
You
either, but at
gotta
least he's a
know.
medical professional. Yeah, this HUD,
He's black.
and that is exactly what he said his qualification was.
Yeah, I know. I'm quoting.
Yeah.
What, you want me to talk?
No. I just love it. Just I'm black.
Wow. Yeah, I just FCC. They got a net neutrality, anti-net neutrality person picked,
Thank you.
and somebody who wants to pretty much
Well, okay, but
kill
it sounded odd, and I was like,
FCC's
who does
regulation
require such confirmation?
of the radio spectrum, which is a ham, is kind of a big deal, but it's going to be a
Right.
big deal for everybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, the FCC there. Well, I had a bigger issue with ICANN getting turned over to
The UN?
UN.
why?
You really?
Elucidate.
Okay. The UN being able to, through the force of what ICANN does, being able to effectively shut down websites or
Okay.
prevent them from existing or whatnot.
Okay.
Make sure you go to oneupds.com.
So you would rather the United States have that ability as opposed to a global committee.
The United States never had that ability. It was always a private corporation that was acting
Oh, that's so much
impartially.
better.
I don't know if that many private corporations who have bombed people.
Remember when I said it'd be
Well,
really interesting to get these two in
yeah.
the same room? This is what I meant.
Because the internet has done so horribly so far. under
There's
this private
tons of private
corporation. 'Cause
corporations.
It
You're
was
right,
doing
you're
so
right.
well when
Hold
it
on.
was done by the
There-
government.
There
when
are
it was
many
in-
private corporations that have bombed. They are contractors. Trust me, they exist.
Isn't Blackwater one of those? Oh, sorry. Anyway, moving on.
Who hired them?
Doesn't matter.
It does.
Whoa,
No.
It
whoa,
does.
whoa. The internet does not explode yet.
Man, I'm waiting for it, though.
The second it does,
The second it does, we claim Second Amendment and we get to keep it.
Fist bump from afar.
that's fair.
Okay.
So who was it that Vince Cerf worked for when he invented the web?
Al Gore? Wait, no.
Vince Cerf.
God damn it, Al Gore. Al Gore's always fucking up
You don't
shit.
know?
It was
written
the
the mighty
department.
CERN.
Was it CERN? Okay. I
CERN.
can't remember if it was CERN or
You know,
the
CERN,
department.
that prestigious American educational institute. Oh, wait.
God, you can be a dick sometimes.
Okay.
I miss you.
I like everybody's like, I'll be back once
Okay,
you're all
so-
done with
so
the
my
political
question is-
stuff.
No one's actually said that yet.
What issue?
Yeah, Mom-
what issue
wait,
have you
no,
had with the
goddamn it.
operation of ICANN then?
I don't have any issue with the operation of ICANN. I just don't see why the U.S. has to be in control of it.
So you have no problem with what's being done so far, but we should definitely turn it over.
The U.S. does not appear to be responsible.
As proven by who they elected.
The UN does?
Yeah, generally.
Did they elect Trump?
Okay. We'll see.
Can you name a case where the UN did something exceptionally stupid that ruined an entire world economy?
67.
Or even an
Egypt.
entire region?
67 in Egypt. They didn't
The
back
UN
the
did
play. Yeah, they did. They didn't. They did not. They actually
That's
helped.
inaction.
No, they helped invade parts of
Well, let's see.
Egypt.
The UN gave the okay for us to
Sorry,
enforce
I
the
take that back.
airspace over Libya.
Reverse
The
that.
UN
Flip,
gave the
reverse.
okay to.
No, 60
You don't think that's bad?
67,
We're good?
62 helped Egypt and invade parts of Israel.
So,
UN did that. That was a
So?
sanction. That was bad.
why?
It just was.
Why?
Because Egyptian didn't need to be the fuck over there. I'm not gonna.
Why? Why?
Let me go get the high school report. I'll be back.
Well, I'm waiting.
Google Foo has left the building and is
I
now.
was about to say, okay,
Okay, well,
I
here,
wanna
well,
say
you can't
67.
play it
It
both
may have
ways
been
on this way.
66.
Okay, so if you're going to say that why was it bad that Egypt went in there, right? Just use this one as an example.
Please.
Okay.
They're either gonna
Why
be
do
really
you
good
think there
friends
wasn't
with this
anything
or
wrong
kill
with
each
that?
other.
No,
I'm not
they
sure
were
what-
trying.
This is interesting.
They were
right?
trying to be a sovereign.
I
They were creating is the beginning of their sovereignty. They were still in battle with Pakistan. They were still in battle of the territory. It was a huge issue. Pakistan went to Egypt. Egypt said, "Hey, we'll back your play." Egypt went in. Well, Egypt at the time currently had so much power in the UN, it pulled UN into it. UN forces contributed to it. Well, they got resisted and they fell back. United States backed up Israel, which became the alliance of the Israelites and the United States coalition that occurred, almost happening another war where we would actually be involved in Pakistan and Egypt. So it's a very interesting story. Anyways, long story short.
Okay.
not bad. So getting back to my
You're talking about
Very good, yeah.
You're talking about the 6 Days War.
I believe it was, the 6-Day War.
yeah,
Okay.
where Israel didn't see it coming, then everyone around Israel jumped Israel all at once, and
Yeah,
they like sloughed them off, which is actually
The
really
Arab
impressive.
League.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Now, as far as military strategy goes, Israel came out bombastic. That was insane.
Yeah. Because we went, hey, here's a bunch of shit we don't use anymore, but it's still more powerful than what they have.
That was
we did a lot of that afterwards, not really before
No.
then.
It was during this.
most of Israel's armor was British armor.
In the 6 days, we came out of Germany with so much freaking artillery, so much World War II items that we still had stationed out there that got put into the Israel's hands to use. During the last few days of it is when we transported it. That's the reason why UN backed out.
I'll look into that history, but my understanding was
I love the History Channel for a
Okay.
reason. That's the only reason I was like,
the Koch brothers controlled History Channel.
oh, for love of God.
I'm just checking.
Don't spit spaghetti all over my
No,
floor.
that's a nice microphone.
Actually, you know what? I'd rather you hit the floor than the mic, all right? Carpet's cheaper than these mics. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so back to kind of where I was going.
We got
question for
2 more
you.
minutes of political because we're losing people for it.
Are we really?
All right, we can stop.
No, I have no problem. I actually want to do...
Technically, we haven't lost anyone. We actually gained a viewer.
No.
We've
It was
been
it
stuck
was
at
at-
5 for a while.
It was at 4 when they started. It went up to 5. It's
Oh.
been stuck at 5 for a minute.
Trump's watching us.
Oh, in that case,
He's learning.
Yeah.
It would be good to
Here, for urban housing development, this is who you should...
He's black. He's qualified.
yup.
He's a brain surgeon, but he's more like the Walking Dead version.
Hey, it's surgery, bitch. The brain is different when I'm done than when I started.
Hey.
Dick. It works.
You got a tumor. I'll remove it. So
I'll remove the tumor and any other parts of your brain that may have issues later.
Don't look at me.
I'm staring off in the distance. I'm actually piloting my York right now.
Okay.
Y'all are doing politics, and I can just pipe in randomly.
All right.
I'm still here.
So
That's one of the 2 things I don't talk about.
the UN running ICANN, right?
Yes.
You're asking for an example of the UN botching something.
on an
Overarching example. So, if you are on the side of the UN when it came to the to Egypt attacking Israel, you were whichever side you were on, right? So let's look at it this way: Egypt supported the UN in attacking Israel. The UN also created Israel in the first place,
yep.
Okay.
right?
Sort of.
Kind of. Well, okay.
No, Britain created Israel. As part of the 1952 treaties. As part of post-World War II
Post-World War II, right,
reconstruction.
right.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
And it was very much acknowledged by the UN.
It was acknowledged, but at the time, the UN was literally the League of Nations burned to the ground and rebuilt.
Well, yeah, because League of Nations didn't work.
Funny that.
Yeah. And
Why didn't they work? Because people didn't let them do anything. The League of Nations was built up of nations that said, well, yeah, we're part of the League of Nations. And then the League of Nations says, hey, guys, you really should stop invading those other guys. And they went, whatever.
well, yeah, like the whole world's done that, right? There's
Right.
been times when everybody has all signed an agreement.
Just
that
like the World
we'll
Court
stop
in The
using
Hague.
war as a means of policy.
Well,
right?
just like
that
the-
was signed in the 1870s, I want to say,
Yeah,
something like that, where everybody in the world agreed, oh yeah, we're never going to go to war again. Like, it just happens.
These are just conflicts.
So,
we didn't really plan to go to war.
The calligraphy is beautiful.
well, thank you.
It's like you actually.
I think that's what I do. I do calligraphy engraving, so that's why I was thinking, well, thank you.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? did he get the pun? No, okay, he got the pun.
Anyways, yeah,
no, this is I
International
love these
Atomic Energy
discussions.
Commission. There's another example of a UN-run international committee that I think has had better successes than failures, including Iran.
Okay, but I'm still looking for the failures from ICANN as it was run.
It was a U.S. problem for one. We
What
could
was
shut
the
down.
problem?
We could shut it down because we had a hissy fit. Our
The
potentially,
UN could shut it down because they have.
but
a
the
hissy
UN
fit.
doesn't have hissy fits. It requires bunches of people to have hissy fits at the UN, and those people are representative of nations.
Who also have his.
Okay,
So as long as we
So
all agree
instead
to
of-
have a hissy fit, it's
as
okay.
long as we all agree to have a hissy fit, it's not a hissy fit.
No. Okay, look, UN has hissy fits all the time. Hey, can we get some UN? No, what if we piss off? And then that person over there is pissed, and that pissed. No, we're just gonna stay here.
Right.
That's the reason why everybody's been calling for years for us to get out of UN.
Everybody.
There's a lot of reasons.
There are a lot of people that are
Right, the fact that
yes.
it's like us and Sweden are like the only two countries that are actually up to date on our dues to the UN. I'm still stunned that everybody except the EU and their allies hasn't tried to move all the EU countries into one voting seat
be
at the
completely
UN.
honest,
That one has blown my mind. That no one's
China
made that
should be in the
argument.
UN.
Well,
because we're
at
basically
the
taking
same
the
time,
money
I'm
from
kind of
them.
hoping they do.
Yeah,
I really hope that they do, because at that point, then we can finally say, okay, the EU is now the EU,
Right.
not France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, blah blah
Right,
blah.
right,
blah,
right,
blah. Because the flip side is Texas gets a vote, Louisiana gets a vote, Arkansas
Yeah.
gets a vote, independent states.
We're independent states, right? And the EU is very tied together, right?
Right.
Common currency, no borders, common law. It's
And
Right.
that's all reason Britain had the whole
Brexit.
thing,
Yeah.
which is another.
Next week on One Up.
No, no, we're not even.
that one's old news.
Not even.
And not my problem currently.
Your
Oh, it's
problem
everybody's
is torpedoes. Right?
No, my problem is being attacked by 4 fucking boats right now.
Oh, pudding.
Yeah, it happens.
No, I enjoy these intellectual style conversations, and I want to build shows around that. Unfortunately, it's just,
not be the right show.
this is definitely not the right show. It's more funnier when he gets pissed off and he goes on his rants. I'll enjoy those.
Who?
You,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
My rants are just not nearly as entertaining as yours.
Well, no, I mean, I always enjoy debate and discussion with someone
No.
opposed to me, right? And I would much rather have a mute button for the idiots that agree with me than
That's fair.
people who disagree with me.
That's fair.
I think we can all.
As long as there's a logical disagreement. Now, when it comes down to just pure because,
Right.
no, fuck off.
Yeah.
Now,
Go away.
the point of One Up Definitive Studios is to have multiple genres, multiple video, actual streams of different shows, not just have One Up Weekend Live like we do. I mean, we had one which was My Stuff Full of Therapy, which was hosted by one of our former hosts, Code, who actually utilized stuffed animals as a part of a therapy, and it's actually gone a long way. There's a website out there called The Mighty, which is a collection of psychologists and emotional support people and everything else, and he's actually been published several times on there now.
Liberals.
God,
Because of this.
damn it, Trey.
And he does panels at shows that actually will pack out entire rooms, and it's called Hidden Disabilities, and it's a very intriguing panel. He did the show for a little while, but he's just kind of dropped off due to work and life kind of getting in the way. So, and you are fixing to be developing the show. Segue. Tell us about the show you're going to create.
Get off the politics.
What? I can't talk about the latest Trump tweet.
Oh, with the
Wait,
millions of
what did I
votes.
say? In addition to
Millions.
winning?
Don't worry, there will be plenty more.
What did it say? It said in addition to winning. And
My only response to the latest Trump thing was, oh, look, they gave Grandpa back his Twitter access.
Right.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
The millions of illegal voters. This is the biggest reason why we need to have an audit.
No.
Our president-elect says that there are millions of people that voted illegally. We need to audit all of the ballots just to make sure.
your show.
My show. No, we'll do this again sometime where we actually pick a topic and then like go in depth in it, because I think that you get a lot more
Like the
Exploration
U.S. Like the
done.
U.S.
I would love to see that. I would love to,
Right.
like we would love to have
we'll
that
do a
on
debate
our
show
studio.
or something.
Yeah,
That might be nice
absolutely.
and fun. That sounds like a blast.
Because there are some people who are enjoying it, and there's some people who are not. If they want to see
Right.
it, cool. If they don't,
Like America's romantic fantasy with keeping Israel alive.
I'll stop chewing in the microphone. Sorry. It is tasty pasta though.
I thought I had someone during the second break.
my bowl's still sitting out there. I got like 4
Right
bites
now.
and ran back in.
Burning down a bayern, bitch.
Anyways,
I had it wrong.
so talk about the show that you're going to want to be. You're
Yeah.
starting to put together. You're going to do some of it here.
Yeah, we're gonna mostly start off with it here. The idea is it's a show for small business and small business owners. I have a small business. I have other friends who have their own businesses. So often when you look at shows or different information out there for business, it's somebody shilling some book, or they're only giving you as much advice as is necessary to help you buy their product. And
So how much is the subscription fee for your show?
it'll be free.
Well played.
And so
if you have YouTube Red, you get it easily.
no, we just kind of wanted to get out there and help small business all around. I have experience in it. And not so much like here is the right answer, right? Because there isn't a right answer in a lot of these things, right? I mean, there's
Well,
probably some
besides
legal
file
answer.
your fucking taxes.
Besides file your taxes, and
That one's
the lawyer,
important.
and you should probably have your license, things like that, right? Aside from legal or accounting issues that we aren't going to comment on because we're not lawyers or accountants,
Just
but
file your taxes.
just file your taxes. But no, just to get in and have a different guest every time and help small businesses to network, to grow their business, because more and more, especially now, it seems like everyone has got a side hustle or just something they're doing on the side, whether it's a hobby they're trying to make money off of, whether it's they've lost their job or their hours have been cut back or whatever it is.
Right.
There's a lot more people trying to do a lot more on their own, and there's not a lot of help out there. And so at least not a lot of help that isn't for sale or,
Right.
or people that are, trying to shill something. And so,
So you're trying to tear down side hustles
trying to help side hustles.
by tearing down side hustles. Because that's
Well,
that's
he's
the
tearing
whole
down a side hustle, trying to
tearing
help
us
the
side
rest of the
hustles,
side
right.
hustles.
thing. Okay.
I'll
I'll quit being
if they want to
obstinate.
come
Sorry.
and talk about their side hustle, welcome
Well,
to
there you
contribute.
go.
And I
I
think one
still
of the best
love your
ways
idea of
showing-
getting a random drug dealer to come in here if you run this as a business.
I actually once did a radio interview with Dennis Hoff, the owner of the Bunny Ranch. That was interesting. That was interesting. It blew me away because
Literally.
I wish. God, no! I was asking like, I was in college at the time, and I went through and I asked. Yeah, that's how I got the money. I went through all the different departments. I was like, okay, what questions do you have? Right, because it's such a weird interview to have. And so I got questions from the business department, none from the sociology department, which I thought was strange. They had no questions.
They're just watching. Like,
But yeah, but-
can we get free passes?
Sociology, they're pretty familiar with blowing themselves out.
Oh! And so I was on the radio for like 30 seconds before I realized why I was speaking to him and not a spokesperson. That guy is good. He knows his business inside and out. He knew Dallas's. Yeah, this is
You okay, Trey?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
he knew Dallas's Vice budget. Like,
sure.
He knew his facts and figures, and I will never forget. Like, I've never been so glad to write down questions for an interview, because I asked him, does he have a lot of problem with high turnover, right? And without missing a beat, that man said, "Of course we have high turnover. It's a commission sales job."
That face right there.
That was the face I made, and I have no idea what I said after that. I just looked down and read the next thing I'd written down. Of course, we have high turnover.
Wow.
It's a commission sales job. Wow, it's true.
You gotta respect that man's respect for his business. He's
Right.
It's a business though.
So I'm not suggesting
I think
everyone
I've
go out
missed
and
my
become
calling.
become a pimp or a,
We
or
should
a
get him
call
on the
girl or a
show.
prostitute or anything. I'll bet you could. I'll bet you
It's a
could.
Bunny Ranchman has changed hands a couple of times
Oh, it
in
has.
the last 5 years.
Oh, in the last 5 years, I didn't realize that he's
They,
no longer the
they
owner.
went
so-
bankrupt.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive because they had like
They
cat
went
house. and-
bankrupt, and then the TV show was propping them up for a while, and then the state of Nevada owned them for about 3 years, and then sold it.
the state like repossessed the Bunny Ranch.
That's something like taxes, yeah.
Damn.
Got to pay your property tax.
Can you see an IRS guy going, get him a corner, bitch?
God, like, that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm just laughing at the comments. I already stopped playing boats. New York went
A
down.
state-run whorehouse. Wow.
Well, you know, if it's going to
Leave
happen,
Congress
it's going to
alone.
be.
It's gotta-
Yeah, right. Yeah, leave
Congress alone. Yeah.
Look, DC's a great no. It's okay.
It's going to happen. It's going to be Nevada.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all sorts of interesting businesses out there. So helping people out. Some people have answers. Some people have questions. Just hoping to help people with their businesses.
And how long are your shows going to be?
About an hour.
Like an hour each? You can do one a week, 2
We're
weeks?
gonna try to do one a week. We're shooting for an hour. We're gonna try and format it to where eventually we'll be able to do it on the radio. So because it turns out that on weekends you can basically purchase radio time and then sell the ad space on it.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna kind of use this as a starting point and get that rhythm down, and hopefully we can make that work, and then go over there and do that as well. So how about even more people?
Yeah. If it's AM radio, FM radio?
Usually AM are the ones that have the talk stations that actually sell on the weekends. A lot of FM radio stations tend to do more music, and so they don't do a lot of selling off their weekend hours.
So we used to host a show a couple years ago called The Bullshooting Show, and it was basically a quote of like bullshitting and bullshooting. And we actually had over 10,000 listeners. We were through Blog Talk Network, and it got too expensive to run it. We wanted to do radio, but we feared the AM side. You could sell it all day, but you really had to drive people to the AM stations now, and it's really hard. So we have an opportunity coming up if we continue to create shows to more go on a satellite cast style. I think it is. I can't officially say it yet because it's not
Like
done.
Sirius XM kind of stuff, or
I can't even go into detail into it because I'm on a gag order right now until we get everything kind of finalized.
Okay.
But hopefully when we move to our new studio in March, I can
discuss more.
Well, by that time we'll have a higher production value, a lot more equipment. What was that? Boop boop. What?
Boop, boop.
Keep talking.
I'm just random.
I'm not playing boats, bitch.
I'm just sitting here reading about the Bunny Ranch history while you're talking.
Anyway, so
he's doing it for the articles.
Yeah, right. The game plan is to actually make this because this is a hobby. It's always been a hobby, but not to make money or to make a living off of. I do that actually from an old hobby that I turned into a career.
Oh, good, yeah.
So when you're like, people doing hobbies and their careers and side jobs, they're like, bitch, that's my work.
Well, yeah,
I did that.
There's so
I
many.
did it twice.
Yeah. What did you do most recently then?
Well, I do conventions for a living.
Okay.
Which was a hobby as a volunteer, and then I got really good at it and knew my logistics, and now I do this for a living.
Nice.
It supports my household, and then I also have a company called TR Troubleshooters, which has people like Bat on my team, and we're a paid team that goes out. We're convention event specialists.
Okay.
So conventions bring us out to help run and build their shows and kind of give them the foundation to actually grow off of, and then we help them evolve every year because we do so many shows. We see how everybody else runs, and we say, all right, you're in this particular market, and
how to do it right, how to do it wrong, and
here's what you want to avoid. Here's your target. Here's that's my job. I do more of the marketing, the PR, that side of the work. Bat's more of a brute, blunt force person.
Bat's back. Right?
Brute force.
Nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
I can feel you burning holes in the back of my head, staring at me. What?
Nothing.
What do you want? Can I switch places with you?
No, I'm good.
Joe, come on over here. You need to learn how to run the board anyways.
No,
I wouldn't want to mess with your show. It's doing fine.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. So I can see him in the camera. That's how I know he's staring at the back of my head.
That's how it works.
Well, and ideally you can have a show that's on, simulcasting in multiple different places at once, right? There's absolutely no reason that it needs to be.
We actually tried to
only
do
in
that
one location.
with Twitter, and then
Twitter?
yeah, not Twitter, Twitch. Sorry, Twitch.
There you go.
Big difference.
Well,
Big difference.
We tried to do it with Twitch simulcast, and they muted our entire show. Like,
Yeah,
we're sitting there going,
Because it was simulcasted, or just
because there was a certain infringing track played.
we played audio just
And
random music as a break
Twitch
time, and
was
Twitch
right before they were getting bought by Amazon, so they were twitchy about copyright.
Wait,
violations.
Twitch was twitchy.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
As I say, you can also get airtime on the shortwave, pretty cheap.
Oh,
Shortwave
okay.
broadcast.
when it comes to radio shortwave, or
yeah.
he's the guy for that.
Okay.
That or a guy named Will that I work with. So
Okay, cool.
both
We'll
radio.
definitely talk more in the future.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, it sounds like it'd be an interesting show. I'm definitely. Will you stop? Swear to God. Leave my titty alone. What does it say?
I don't
Something about your titty.
I don't know. We're gonna go to break. We come back.
He wants some alone time.
This will be a bloody man at some point. No, it sounds like an interesting show. We're glad that you guys are gonna do it with us here. At least help get you guys off the ground. So,
Yep.
and hopefully we can continue past that if we end up, evolving. So, the studio that we're going to be building, it's gonna be huge. So we'll have multiple studios. Huge. It'd be huge. I don't know why he does all this. Tiny hands. God does not watch your show.
How do you know? Which one?
What?
Which god?
I don't know. Ask her. Anywho, we're going to take a second break here, guys. We're going to be back here.
Welcome to the most randomest shit ever.
Only when he shows up. All right, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes.
You could have told me not.
Didn't hear you much.
Hey, everybody, we're back here. One Up Weekend Live, hour 3. We're going into
Ish.
Yes.
3-ish.
Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed your break. We know we lost some people here. Monkey Smaker going bye-bye. See you later, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, I misread that. He's like, I'm going to go get ready for a bath and bed. No, wait. Little one's ready for... Okay.
Or maybe he wants a bath and some bedtime. Don't judge him.
Hey, I'm not judging.
Time to go.
Hashtag judging.
Did you just do the hashtag something?
And not just that,
did.
he did it with his hands.
It was a thing during Anime North Texas. One of our guys, Seth,
Been the thing since that joke on Saturday Night Live 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did this thing. It was a hashtag he did. Don't belittle, encourage. Whenever anybody in the management position would come down on one of the guys, he would walk up to you and hashtag do that hashtag.
Did
don't
you
belittle,
hashtag hit him in the
encourage.
face?
No, actually,
Hashtag stay
I
out of my
loved
business?
it. I had him
Hashtag
come on
slap a bit.
stage and do it during like closing because it was
Hashtag
great.
carrots and sticks.
Hashtag cart or horse. No, chicken or egg. I don't know. So some of the things that we haven't talked about is that we had Black Friday this past weekend. Yeah, segue real fast.
Run.
Did anybody do anything for Black Friday other than myself?
I stayed home.
I went grocery shopping at 3 a.m.
Oh, did you?
How was that for you?
I got to see all the Black Friday stuff and decided none of it was worth it.
The only thing that I got two things.
At Walmart in Gun Barrel City.
Well,
Yeah.
the Walmart here and where we're at now had a major fight, evidently, in the meat section of the. I was like, was there a Black Friday sale on like hamburger meat or something? Like, no, the Walmart decided let's go ahead and put TVs everywhere in the store.
Yep.
They spread out the quantity so that it was a.
I get the idea,
It was an
right?
ambitious idea because it's
Right.
like, look, instead of them just rushing all to the electronic section, it would spread them out.
Right.
Everybody get
So
it.
in theory, everybody could have better access.
Have better access.
It was a good idea.
Right. Evidently, there was some 1080p 55-inch TV and one left, and this
Yep.
guy grabbed it, and this other guy and his buddies wanted it, and a brawl ensued to the point that I go in there the next day to see a place completely looks like a tornado hit it, just trashed. There's meat everywhere on the floor. They were grabbing the 10-pound things of meat and beating people over the heads with it, throwing
Whole
cheese.
bunch of guys beating their
And I
meat.
missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. But that place was tore up. There was nothing in the same place. It was like,
gosh.
where are the sodas?
Those stacks of TVs are still down there at Gun Barrel. I mean, all you had to do is drive an hour.
Yeah, well, I ended up going to the GameStop at 5 a.m. Did that. I was first in line. I went to Best Buy after that because there was an actual TV I wanted to get. It was a 4K. So one thing I haven't gotten yet was a 4K TV. And they had two of them I was looking at. One was a Samsung, one was a Toshiba. But Toshiba was like $200 for like a 50-inch 4K. Okay, I'll fork over $200 for a 4K.
Okay.
Get there. There's a kid, 15-year-old kid, hunkered down, got chair, 3 blankets, jacket, all by himself. Been there since 1 a.m. Nobody else is in line. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. So I go down and I get coffee and some food. And I grab this kid a hot chocolate because he's just sitting there shivering. I'm second in line. Come to find out the TV I want was a doorbuster for the previous day, but they didn't say that. Well, they found me one.
Okay.
Thank God.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, got it home, hooked it up. I was like, woohoo! Did
Do
not
you have
want
any
it.
4K movies?
Oh,
or-
yeah.
Okay.
Does not want to connect to the internet. Call Toshiba up. Yeah, we know about the problem. It's been an issue for a while. That's why it was $200. So I packed that crap back up, took it up there. Manager's like, oh, yeah, don't worry. They'll fix it. No. Toshiba says it's been a while, which means probably at least a year.
They're not fixing it.
They're not fixing it.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. You sent back a $200 4K 50-inch TV because it doesn't connect to the internet.
Correct.
It's
We
a
live in the
smart
future.
TV. Yes.
Like, I mean, literally.
So you just get a Roku for $30. It connects to the internet.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is that it's a 4K. I don't have to do that. It does automatically. It already has a connection. My kids.
So did you get your money back?
Yeah, I got my money back, and I ended up buying in a brand new router.
I bet it connects to the internet.
Oh, it connects very well.
If it didn't, we'd be having a different conversation right now.
Let me know.
Well,
Let me know what
not
that
on the
router
internet.
displays at 4K.
Yes.
Actually, it's designed for 4K streaming. So yeah. No,
So like you would have the router that could do it, or
The TV.
you literally sold the TV that could view 4K
to get the router that can play
that could play 4K,
but not have a TV that does.
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on. There's a reason.
It's almost like you could
so,
use the TV to
so
view
there is
other
Cyber
things.
Monday. There's deals, and not to mention there's always deals that come up down the road. So it's not like I'm not gonna ever get one. All I'm doing is preparing for rain. It's the best way I could put it.
It sounds to me like you're
4K rain.
You're bitching about not,
Well, no,
not
so,
connecting.
no, but my Wi-Fi. Okay, and these both will know my Wi-Fi's been having issues lately in the house, and it's been constantly going on all week, and for like the last 2 weeks actually. So he'll connect, he'll drop, I'll drop, and then I'll hardline in or whatever. So I was like, you know what, investment wise, I know I'm going to want this regardless if I have a 4K TV or not. It's a better router, so I got it.
Was it a doorbuster special?
I know.
No, just
No, it was on sale, but you know it was on sale for $100 off, so I took it anyway. So
I'd have kept the damn TV.
I know
It would have made a great monitor.
I literally have 327 inches across my thing. I do not think I
none
could
of
fit a
those is a
50K. I would just be playing like
Yeah, but could you imagine the shot?
my eyes are not good enough to enjoy 4K. Like, to me, you have to get so close to the screen to actually see the difference that at that point you can't see the rest of the screen.
no. I mean, I put on a 4K movie just to test out the actual resolution off of my PS4. It looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. You can definitely tell a difference between HD and 4K. The clarity's better. You can see, you know, they'll blur out some of the side stuff or background stuff that actually has realism to it. So it actually looks like you're standing there with the person because it's the realistic the sync of it. But it just wasn't worth it to me.
Okay.
Granted, $200 is a great deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
On a 50-inch screen, period.
Right.
Well, yeah, but literally, if
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
you can't get a 27-inch monitor that does 4K.
well, monitors are going to be totally different, anyways. So
for 200.
Not anymore.
Dell has a 4K monitor on sale for $360 right now. So a 27-inch.
Yeah, there was a law change not too long ago that
Monitors and TVs are at 4K. They're the same.
Yeah. Yeah, because
The refresh rate might be different.
There
but
was too much issue about people when everything went flat, right? People not knowing whether or not they could use it as a monitor or use it as a TV or how it was supposed to be. Like, people were buying monitors and they couldn't watch their DVDs on it, or people were buying a TV and couldn't hook it to their computer, and so then I can't remember if it was the FCC or somebody went, nope, they got to work on everything, and flipped it over. So now all the screens basically work on
plug it in.
everything.
Yep.
it sounds weird. I never had it.
So yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, man, if I could just scrape up 600, I could get 3 of those.
Stop buying boats.
And if you go spend $600 on that, you'll still be dead.
Yeah, she'll shoot me.
But Cyber Monday's got some deals, and I'll look at them. Because there was a Samsung that was like $100 more that was different between a Google Cast and a smart TV. So, and it was 65 inches.
I really expected 3D to be more popular than 4K, and it kind of came out, and then
It was for a while, but you had to have so many accessories to it. If you had any kind of visual issues, especially if you wore glasses, it became more of a problem. Like, my wife can't see 3D in film. She can't. We go see 3D film, she can't see it. And she has laser. She went and got laser because she thought, okay, this will fix it. Nope, still can't see it. To her,
because I've got
her
3D.
with the glasses, it just looks normal. Without the, of course, anything without the glasses looks horrible. But
right,
even
that double ghosting,
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
well, yeah. But she just can't. She does not see the projection in the 3D. To her, it's just a 2D flat screen, and that's what it is for her. So it just didn't do it. Her dad has a 3D TV. We go over there and watch. I give them my 3D copies of movies whenever I
Right.
get them because they'll watch them all the time. But you got to have the special glasses for them. They got the battery powered glasses. Now you don't have to.
No, yeah,
for some of them.
mine's passive, so I
Right.
I go see a 3D movie, then take the glasses home because they work.
Yeah.
There's no reason to
But
pay $20 to have the
$20. Theirs are like 65 a pop.
Oh, I know because
So-
they're actually running because they require power.
Right.
They have to do that.
The
switchy thing
Bluetooth
with them.
glasses or whatever.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have to sync up, and then like if your batteries on your glasses die, then you can't finish the
Or
movie,
the
and the
movie
TV
goes
doesn't
to
know it,
hell,
and yeah,
So
And there's just
they have
issues
that
with that.
one, and
Somebody ends up biting your. Oh,
it ended up causing
different movie.
headaches or something else. But they also said the 3D TVs at home are causing way more headaches and visual issues and changing dimensions of your eyesight. So
I'm surprised nobody. Like I was really expecting a lot more utilization of the 3D technology. Like,
I mean, I just want.
I don't know, I think we jumped
Why don't they
straight to
just do
VR
it like the
and AR.
Nintendo did with 3DS? You have a little thing on the side of your TV that just goes up and down. You want 3D? Just turn it.
well, no, like what I was expecting was dual use of the same screen at the same time. Like one person put on left glasses, the other person put on right glasses, and I can watch my show while you play your game.
Now Sony did that.
Did they?
They did do that. They did
Yep.
that with a video game. They had a Sony TV because I used to work at GameStop, so we used to
Okay.
sell these. They had a Sony TV, and I could literally play player one, you play player two,
Yep.
full screen.
Well, no. That's within the same game.
No, but that also worked for video too.
Could you use totally separate feeds?
Yes, there was a guy that took the feed, and split the
if
feeds.
you
up.
can do it in a game, you can do it
Yeah.
anywhere.
Well, I knew you could, but
You could.
you could, right? You could always do the technology,
Well,
but
all
I
of-
had never seen anybody actually, build like a switch or something that would convert two signals.
All
into
it
one
is the
3D channel
frequency
or
of the
something like that.
glasses. I mean, to be honest, if I cut open my LCD screen here, I peel off a layer, it's a white light to you. But if I put on a pair of
Polarized glasses.
polarized
yeah.
glasses,
Yes,
I
yes,
can
yes.
see what's on them.
Right.
All I got to do is change the polarity from what you're seeing, your frequency versus mine, and I will see something totally different from what you'll see. It's the same concept that the Sony used, except those were powered, and it just changed frequency. So either player one or player two. Player one, you saw
No, I
Mayhem.
understand that, right? Like, especially with the activated glasses, right? Because
Right.
it's showing the whole screen back and forth really fast, and then it's just timing which eye it's blacking out at that time, right? So it basically covers your left eye and then shows you the image for your right eye, and then switches them both so fast that your brain can't tell, right? That's how the active technology works. The passive technology works on like different types of polarization, which
Or colors or whatever.
well, yeah, like it's red, blue, but yeah. So I never. I was
yeah.
surprised nobody ever made a switch box or something.
in
where
Japan. They have it. They actually
Okay.
have theaters where you can watch, and you have earbuds that go in your ears.
Well, yeah, you'd have to.
And you can watch a movie, and your friends watching a different movie, completely different, same time frame, same theater.
That'd be so weird.
It really was actually.
But,
Oh man, that was
but having it
hilarious.
at
Bitch, I'm
home,
watching a sad drama.
Deadpool rocks.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, why are you watching a Notebook? I swear to God.
that would
They're
solve
both romance movies.
that would solve
Yeah,
date night.
it would.
That would solve date night.
Oh my gosh, we got to bring that technology here. Because
Japan,
I thought it'd be a great.
Japan's had it for years. They've had it for years. That's the reason why
Yeah.
they did the whole Sony TV that failed, unfortunately, because it just didn't sell.
but it doesn't seem like it would have to be specific to the television. Like, it really seems all you would have to have is a switch before the television.
If
Well-
it weren't for patents, I'm sure
Right.
you're probably correct.
But somebody owns the patents. So
Sony.
dude.
Japan. Japan owns it. Let's put it short.
Sony.
Japan.
Sony.
That's what he said.
So then why didn't Sony release the box? I mean, everybody who's
knows?
releasing anything on Blu-ray has to pay Sony anyway because Sony owns Blu-ray.
No, that actually stopped.
When did that stop?
They only had a 5-year, 5-year marker, so 2010. Because in 2005 they won that Blu-ray challenge. They run the whole Blu-ray over HD DVDs from Microsoft and blah blah blah.
Toshiba, yeah.
Yeah, they only have 5 years in which the patent can be controlled, where you have to pay interest onto it. In 2010, that flipped, so that became open now.
Yeah, I think you're
Why
Okay.
was the patent limited to 5 years instead
instead
of
of
the standard
17.
Do what?
Instead of the 17 that it normally is.
20? Yeah, that was my question.
Not sure why. All I know is that the reason
Blu-ray
why.
Disc Association is the industry consortium that develops and licenses Blu-ray disc technology and is responsible for establishing format standards and promoting business opportunities to the Blu-ray disc. This is founded on May 20th, 2002 by MIT and 9 leading electronic companies: Sony, Panasonic, Pioneer, Philips, Thomson, LG, Hitachi, Sharp, and Samsung, in order to enable more companies to participate. So, technically, it's owned by a board.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay, Google Foo. Yay.
All I know is in 2010, that's when
All right.
Xbox was saying, "Hey, now that we have,
Oh, I
the
remember
ability,
that going to hell.
we have the ability to do Blu-ray," because they couldn't
Right.
So when PS3 came out, and then
Well, because nobody was sure whether we were going to do HD DVD or Blu-ray or how is this decision going to go. And it looked a lot like the previous beta versus VHS, right? Because VHS was created by Toshiba as an open format. Beta was a proprietary format of a higher quality by Sony. It was
I miss Betamax.
Freakishly similar, right? Toshiba released HD DVD, which was a lower quality, but was opening it. Sony had Blu-ray, which was a higher quality and proprietary. And damn it, right? Sony actually won that time, right?
Yeah.
History did not repeat itself. It completely flipped. It certainly helped that Sony had a huge library of movies that they could go ahead and push to it. But that one blew me away.
And porn.
And porn.
And porn.
Well, porn is what killed them last time on VHS.
Nope.
That is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no,
because they wouldn't release the format to pornography.
Yep. It's porn. Everything comes back to porn.
It does. That's what we do with any new frontier we have, right? We open up the West.
VR porn, man.
No,
The internet is for
starting
porn.
the show tonight. I tried to type in YouTube and Slut Roulette came up, and there was a girl.
Which
going,
we do not believe.
We do not buy your
we do not
typo,
buy
bitch.
that there's any way you can try to type in YouTube
and get slut roulette.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't even spell roulette. Okay.
Apparently,
Obviously, you don't need to.
Try spelling YouTube
SL,
again.
there we go.
No, I didn't. Seriously.
Did you wipe your brow since bat's been over?
Yeah. When I type SL, do you know what comes up?
God. What?
/.
This is a dangerous game I don't want to play. we all pull up our laptops and be like, when I hit S.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check out.
If I hit S, I get speedtest.net. If I hit SL, I get a bunch of random searches because I don't type anything with an SL.
Yeah, because you don't go to
I don't go to
slutroulette.com.
Slut roulette's still on the list.
Let's see. There's
I'm at an R. I'm at an O. I'm at a
S and U.
U.
They're not
Yeah,
even close to
I
each other.
literally went like this, and I swear to God, all of a sudden there was a girl going orgasmic on the screen, and I went, "What the hell?" And that's when they're like, "What the hell was that?" I'm like, "I don't know." I tried to type in YouTube.
Sorry,
and
I was watching porn.
No, I don't need to.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of is Bat did have my computer for a short time.
And he like switched the keys. Like,
Really?
Yes.
Bat was here.
No. I don't think it. I don't know.
if Bat was screwing with your computer, something much worse would have
See,
come.
I went just like that. And then it just,
YouTube.
Yeah.
And look, YouTube is the first thing that comes up.
Right.
How weird. It's almost like you typed something that started with a Y
Right.
instead of an S.
I didn't type S. God damn
L-U-T.
it. For the love of fucking Lord, I did not type in slut roulette.
I'm
Good
not
God.
arguing with you. I'm just
Yes,
telling
you
you
are.
that the
Don't even
computer.
The internet is wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah, bullshit.
It's okay, dude.
Facebook
We
is
all
trying to
enjoy
lie. What are you
porn.
talking about?
At some point, we all enjoy porn.
I always enjoy porn, but I don't just go and
Clearly, you always enjoy porn.
So
You walked into
saying
that one.
Slut roulette
You
is one
walked
of
into
your
that one.
favorite
Fine.
sites.
I
Are
didn't
you
even know it
recommending
existed until it happened. I had to go hit back to go find out what the name was because I didn't even know what the hell it was. I was like, what the fuck? And then I retyped in YouTube and it went to YouTube. And I was like, and they're like, what the hell is that? I was like, I don't know. And I hit back and it went back to the same person who was going down on herself. And I scooted over to the screen. I said, that's what it went up to. And they were like, oh. And I was like, yeah. And it went back to YouTube.
Okay.
I'm trying to imagine how much porn you have to go to
randomly
To randomize
get
it, yeah.
Slut roulette.
to convince your browser that when you're trying to type YouTube, what you really meant.
No,
Was
what I
slut
promised.
roulette.
Like, if you'd have pulled up you porn,
Right.
like,
Or
Well, no, I can see YouTube, you porn. I can see that-
Ugandan sluts. Like there's so many
What,
things.
Y-O-U Ugandan?
I was trying to think of something that would start with Y. Like
Y-O-U, that's not...
Ugandan slut.
Now I got to register a fucking domain.
whatever, right? Just something. Like I don't know what it would be. It was just
Great.
they're not even remotely similar.
They're not.
Vicky's like, Toa looks good in red.
I am red as fuck right now because I'm mad. At the same time, I'm almost embarrassed about it because it's like, okay, I'm being picked on.
Why
You
are you mad?
embarrassed
You
about
knew
porn.
I didn't.
What?
You know that was
We
not
all
trying
yank
to
on it,
tie.
man. It's okay.
I understand you were typing in YouTube. We were starting the show, but what came up was slut fucking roulette.
Well, we know that now. Yes.
Where's Hunter?
It's just
You
because
do have a teenage boy.
I do have a teenage boy.
Does he ever go to YouTube?
Oh yeah. He lives on YouTube.
It's not.
We gotta do this more often.
Every week, 7 o'clock.
Yup.
Have you talked to your children about the dangers of YouTube?
Zulu Nation sluts. What the fuck?
You started
Yemeni
it.
slut Joe.
Really, Alan?
Was that Alan?
Yes.
Hey, Alan.
Zulu Nation. Nah, see, that's not the same as Ugandan.
Yeah.
I like the Ugandan porn.
Ugandan
Ugandan
porn.
sluts.
Uganda. Jesus.
You gone to hell, boy.
Oh yeah, I already knew that one. They got a place for me. I'm sure. I got a name on the door and everything.
Yep. Anyways, you got a list here.
Oh
God.
No, this is just stuff that.
Just don't
did y'all
type it
already
in.
Cover all this.
No.
Just don't type
You didn't cover any of this. Well, I mean, you covered that.
What's next? Well, I did that just because I wanted to
You
debate.
knew I was coming.
Yeah.
You tried to start this a minute ago.
Yeah, that didn't work.
That didn't work.
No.
Yeah, because you started talking about your $200 fucking HD TV that you decided that you didn't want.
Yeah.
Because it didn't connect to the
Oh
internet.
no, it wasn't. Not HD.
Sorry, 4K.
Yes. Get that right. 4K.
You get that right. You took it back.
I did.
You got that wrong.
connect
No.
to the internet.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
It's
All right,
my
so-
money. I can do. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. If I didn't feel
I
like I
didn't
needed.
say you couldn't. I'm just going to mock you for it. So, what else do we got here? Fidel. You didn't talk about Fidel?
No, we did not talk about
Comrade Fidel?
Well, we did. We said that now that Trump's in office, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much.
We did for a second. While we were gone, 1021 The Edge died. Fidel
Well,
Castro
it's
died
getting
just recently.
rebooted.
Ron Glass passed away. Florence Henderson passed away. There was another one I couldn't find either, but Florence Henderson, mom of the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
It
Which, if you look at the Brady Bunch intro screen, the title screen,
All three in the
you now
middle
have
are gone.
three X's right down the
Yep.
middle. Tic-tac-toe. Just saying. What?
Weren't they the oldest ones?
Yeah, well.
Technicality. I mean, you had an equal chance of the kids being, having drug overdoses.
That's true,
They're,
that's
they're
true.
white kids in Hollywood.
Yeah. And they were teenage stars and then...
Right.
Yeah. that could've been bad.
Marsha Brady did have a drug problem back in the day.
Pretty sure they all had a drug problem back in the day.
Back in the
No,
day.
some of them have drug problem now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, wait, Charlie Sheen was never in the Brady Bunch.
Charlie Sheen is the drug problem.
Good God. Charlie Sheen. The only news I heard about him is he lost his little bachelor pad. It's for sale or something. That's the only thing I've
Selling it isn't losing it. Selling it is cashing in.
Somebody's
on your
gonna buy
investment.
that and be like, "All right, disinfect the whole house,
They don't have disinfectant for
cares?
HIV, bitch.
Who cares?
bleach."
It's a house. Houses
house.
don't get AIDS.
It's Charlie Sheen. You never know.
Houses don't get AIDS.
What are phrases I never thought I'd hear?
It's just a way.
And the concerned face of his face makes it better.
You do realize this, don't you? So that's the next
You're putting
bumper
me back
sticker
into
phrase,
my Shaggy
right?
voice, all right? Knock it off.
New bumper sticker. Houses don't get AIDS. It's just like watch people drive past you, go looking at you, go, what the fuck?
Honk if your house is AIDS free.
And just be startled by how many people don't. Right?
My house got AIDS.
The random
got
conversation.
better.
Honey, have we looked into our house? And we can, does it have AIDS?
Yep.
Should we?
I'll inspect your house for a nominal fee.
Should our air conditioning get pap smear? I mean,
Well, the foundation cracked, so our house isn't straight anymore. We have AIDS.
wow.
God.
Damn.
That's a new foundation repair ad, man. Make sure your house doesn't get AIDS. Keep your house straight.
With our patented A1 lock-in system, your house can never go crooked and get AIDS.
It's a cable lock.
The cable lock, yeah.
With a nice pure foundation.
Does your house have the heavy?
Oh God!
Wow.
Heavy.
Yeah.
I love you too. Okay, actually I don't. It's lust. But I lust you too.
I was say if you start googling house AIDS,
No.
I swear to God,
Houses
No,
get AIDS.
I'm
No,
not
you know what?
Googling that.
I need to bomb Google with that. Can houses get AIDS? It needs to be one of the first things.
top
when
5
people
search.
search.
Can houses
Can
get AIDS?
houses get AIDS? An automatic Google search recommendation.
Followed up by how
I've got
houses
the
get
power
AIDS.
of Watson behind me. I can make this happen.
Trojan's new introduction to the house condom.
Jesus. Oh.
With those giant things they put over the houses. Right?
I randomly did Google for "can idiots" again. The first one is "can idiots vote in the UK?"
Obviously.
Can idiots vote in the
I'm not busted. Well, I want my... Ooh. Really? Don't look at me! I don't have a fucking parakeet!
Alan, I worry about you so much.
You look at me like I'm the reason why he knows.
No, I just wanted to confirm that I read what I read. It was like
You did.
Okay,
It's right there. It's right there in front of you.
it's right there.
New fucking Shaggy came out again.
Zoinks, zoink, scoops.
God.
Good God,
I'm just gonna call it my Casey Kasem voice.
Casey Kasem.
Man, I miss Casey Kasem.
I haven't done that voice in.
Well, the problem is I've got a kid and we watch Boomerang, so I've seen every
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo episode, every Scooby-Doo new episode, every Be Cool Scooby-Doo episode, every Scooby-Doo movie episode. Yeah, I'm just
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Hey, they put the Jetsons back on Netflix.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry.
Oh my God.
Who doesn't love a good Tom and Jerry?
I've watched the entire run of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, I feel so sorry.
All the way through, at least twice now.
Oh, it's a horrible show.
Well, you don't like Blue Regard?
You deserve a merit badge.
I deserve a blowjob.
Don't look at me so intently when you say that.
You're new. It's okay.
Gotta work those jaw muscles.
Gotta work the job out.
What are you doing? I want to make sure I don't get locked out.
Gotta go to the dentist, get the bite guard so I don't have to.
Well, it's see, Alex likes Foster's. Foster's is great. There's a lot of good highbrow, dick and fart jokes hidden in Foster's.
I thought you always hated those.
I do.
I do like that they put
It's in the middle.
jokes for the adults
Yeah.
into kids' movies and things like that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
like
So
because they
you
know
can thank
Wilt.
Animaniacs
There's a
for that
character
shit.
named
Yes.
Wilt. It is a tall, colored imaginary friend who plays basketball. I'm waiting for the episode where Wilt has 1,000 kids with no explanation.
Or get shot by police for no explanation.
But
Why does it always go to murder for you?
black guy getting shot.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. Well, okay.
That's
That's
the
the reference
joke.
he was going.
the reference he made.
Did he really have 1,000 kids?
He slept with like
That's the
22,000
joke.
women.
I did not know this.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very likely.
I care so little about that, man. So, or
To be
his
fair, it's
achievements.
a 70s thing. Is he red? I thought he was orange. I hate being colorblind.
Don't ever ask him to give you fucking color. Hey, Trey, is the color right in this photo? Fuck you, Jamel.
Somebody noticed that I wore camo a lot today at work. I said, "Hey, you wear camo a lot." I said, "Yeah, it's my favorite color." It is.
so many eye rolls tonight.
Can you like how colorblind are you? Like what colors do you have trouble
I'll
seeing?
never tell.
Okay.
Red, green.
Okay.
That was hard.
Yeah. How could they see me? Yeah, exactly. That joke's only slightly old. My wife has to look forward to chapped nipples. I'm just going to read these things creatively.
Wait.
My wife just has to look forward to chapped nipples.
That'd be Alan.
Chapstick. Yeah, chapstick. Just draw a little circle. Here, let me demonstrate.
No, I'm good. Jamil, you're up.
Yeah, he is.
No, not for you, bro. No.
Anyways. Fosters, what else? So, yeah, the Scooby now, the first 5 minutes of a Scooby episode comes on, and it's like, oh, yeah, this is where so-and-so did it. There's the bad guy. But I've noticed a trend. So, in Scooby-Doo, all the Scooby-Doo shows, there is no actual supernatural involvement. It's always somebody
Hoaxing, yeah.
getting caught by those meddling kids.
Right.
The movies are supernatural.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Yep. The fuck? They summoned a witch from Salem 400 years ago.
You're
or something? What
surprised the movie didn't stick to canon?
Yes. Not just one. It's not just the live action. There's like 6 of them.
You're surprised the movie didn't stick to canon.
And
What movie did stick well to canon?
it's done by the same fucking studio. We're talking about Scooby-Doo
That's
here.
never stopped anyone.
Are you all right? You okay? No.
Did you know the voice of Fred Jones is also the voice of Megatron?
I don't know who Fred Jones is.
Scooby-Doo!
Okay.
Clearest woman.
We were talking about it earlier. And it was the same tone you had. Yelling, "You're Claire's woman!" And you just had saying, Scooby-Doo! Which is just a weird combination.
I'm gonna
Scooby-Doo,
Scooby-Doo your
Scooby-Doo!
clitoris. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'm hacking that shit later.
There's a really good Scooby snack joke in there somewhere.
Yep. Which with Be Cool
Would you like a
Scooby-Doo, they're
Scooby
actually
snack?
retconning now. There's an episode of Be Cool Scooby-Doo where they go and they have sorcerer snacks, and they're saving the company because there's a sorcerer running around breaking everything. It's actually just an electromagnetic doohickey box, right, on a staff.
Right.
And it's the janitor who's pissed off or some shit. Yeah. It's a meddling kids.
Right.
Always
So,
a janitor.
so in
Craftiest fucking janitors you ever
appreciation-
meet. Make holograms and shit, but they're a janitor.
You got a problem with custodial engineering?
No, but if you have the level of making holographic images, I'm pretty sure you have a poor career choice. That or you just did some really bad things in your life.
It could be, it's a
Could be a
recession.
hobby.
It could be a recession. You never know.
All sorts of reasons.
Anyway, so they saved the factory, and the guy in appreciation renamed Sorcerer Snacks Scooby Snacks. And it's that episode where they discover that Shaggy and Scooby can be bribed, and they even go into, is this really ethical for us to be bribing our friends with treats? And Fred's like, who cares? It works. At which point Velma
practical
goes,
bitch.
so will you do it wearing a wig for 3 Scooby snacks? And the next you see them both wearing wigs. And so, and at which point,
But those two
Daphne's
will
like,
do. Those
is
two
it
will do
ethical for us to
anything.
be performing scientific experiments?
No, those
on
two
our
will do
friends?
anything for drugs. I mean, come on.
Scooby snacks.
No drugs.
Snacks.
It's drugs.
The point is, this episode was drawn like 4 years ago, and this has been part of canon since forever.
Right.
The Scooby snack thing. So it's,
I don't think getting them to do
I'm
extra
really-
stuff was ever part of it, but like the wigs,
the Scooby snacks.
Well, yeah,
general.
Scooby snacks have been there from the beginning.
And the
so
mystery machine now has like flying and boating and it does all sorts of random
Like
shit.
they like magic school bust out the
Yeah, it's crazy. It's got a lab, a DNA lab, and all this crap in the back.
CSI.
Yeah,
mystery
yeah,
machine.
it's like the Hardy Boys van.
Jeez.
That's nuts. Yeah,
Get
Be
the
Cool
magic
Scooby Doo.
school
Look at
bus.
Be Cool Scooby Doo.
Okay. I'll
Completely
check that
different
out. Yeah.
animation style.
Okay.
I hate the animation, but
God, I haven't saw Magic School Bus in years. That was a great show back in the day. I haven't watched it. I'm pretty sure I'll watch it now and just be like,
probably. I'm not sure
you
why
have
I'm
kids,
so
I'm
excited
surprised you
about
haven't watched
Scooby Doo.
it.
To be
No,
honest,
I'm pretty
but,
sure they.
you know.
I have literally like day in and day out. I work.
Okay.
They watch TV. I put on headphones, listen to music. Or,
See, there's the problem. You just got to watch the TV in the background.
but then they don't get fed
In
later.
HD instead of 4K.
Yeah, no 4K. No 4K
Yeah.
Scooby Doo for you, man.
No, that's perfectly fine.
It's boomerang. It's the boomerang.
With the clarity, you'll be
Yeah,
right.
that's something I never
That Scooby
seen.
snack is not really a bone; it's a blunt.
I'm telling you, dude. They're little. Honestly, on this episode, they look like bugles. Like bugles with stuff in them.
The
Ecstasy.
stuff was LSD.
Hey, whatever.
Put on these wigs. Anything you want, boss? Yeah. Just give me their Scooby snack, please.
Could it not be a really good snack with MSG?
And the hydrogen monoxide?
Yeah, just MSG, so they're addictive.
There you go. And it's tender.
It's the umami taste buds.
You know, reefer brownies are really good too. Just gonna put that.
I
out.
wouldn't know.
I didn't try, but I just actually had one when I was 17. Yeah, just randomly was at a party. He's like brownie. I'm like, cool. Whoa, colors. These
The
brownies,
colors taste great.
these brownies
Yeah,
taste amazing,
It's not
dude.
weed, dude.
Yeah. For tasting colors,
a little
that's
more
not
than
weed.
weed.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't know what it
I've
was.
smoked a shit ton of weed in my 38 years of life. I've never had a funny taste or colors from weed.
I have not smoked a shit ton of weed, but I've done a fuckload of acid. And let me tell you, that ain't weed.
No, I smoked weed when I was 16. That was about it. I'm sorry. I only had about a year of experience of it. And that was about it. I was like, yeah, cool. It's something I did. Done.
No, I haven't done acid in like 15 years, but I did a fuckload of it. It's not the cure for color blindness. Fuck up, Hattie.
Wait for good. So do you actually see the random
Do you
colors?
see
So-
new colors?
Or is it color
While
blindness
tripping
while tripping?
balls, I did not have color problems. Now, whether it's because my brain decided to autocorrect or it actually did something different to processing, I'm going to go with it's psychosomatic. But while tripping balls, I did not have a problem distinguishing red from green. Of course, I also did not drive.
That's probably
So
for the best.
either
Nor did you have a problem distinguishing the curtains from the snakes. It was
the blankets were breathing, actually.
right. Yeah. Okay. So
And pizza is still one of the worst things to eat while tripping balls. But
Accurate.
Why is that? I'm curious.
I'll tell you what, let me get some acid and I'll show you.
Fantastic. Next week on the show, Trey.
Oh, God.
I'm sitting way the fuck over there. Jamil will be in my spot. Joe will be a buffer.
I will be in a different room.
And you're going to be in your happy place.
I'm going to be close to the door with a shotgun around the corner. Just
No. I would never. No.
No, he would never arm you on acid.
No.
Oh, I'm not doing it. Arm me? You're in my house.
On acid. I don't care.
I'm not going to be on acid if he is on acid.
Who said I was going to be on acid? I quit that shit years ago.
I'm good. I don't
I
know.
don't have the money or the time.
He was completely implying you.
Oh,
would be
no.
on there.
Then I misunderstood. No, I'm good. I'll do a lot for the show, but not that.
What do you mean? Why not?
Yeah, because no, I have kids, I have family, I have
What do you
obligations.
think? You think taking acid causes your kids to vanish like some Back to the Future bullshit?
It
No,
causes
but-
them to melt. But that's different.
Yeah, but they come back when you wake up.
Right? Yeah.
It can cause me to stroke. I gotta
No, it's not.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
Read something.
Smoke some.
Read something? Did you seriously tell me to read something?
This train wreck brought to you by, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing tonight.
We had a plan. No, we didn't. Okay, this was just fillers. All right, back to this. Stick it out. Okay, continue.
All right.
You sound like an after school special.
Nope.
Die.
Nope.
Nah, bro, I'm good. I remember LSD. It was very vivid, and shit was kind
Oh
of.
my God! Did you die?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I lived.
I'm sorry for the spike in the audio, people. Clitoris woman. Scooby-Doo!
Are you sure you didn't die?
We gotta find every blurt out he's ever done and make a montage of just every blurt out.
Did your clitoris woman die? Scooby-Doo! Scooby!
Did Scooby-Doo kill your clitoris woman?
There you go.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo murdered you. You okay?
And thus we find the real killer.
Yeah,
the fucking dog.
The ghost is going
pretty
through
much.
trying to figure out which one of the mystery team murdered somebody.
Right? I totally see Slash Vic for this now. Which Kermit meme?
I don't know. There's so many Kermit memes.
I love the Joe Biden Kermit crossover. That's the best one right now.
Can we talk about how much I've enjoyed the Joe Biden memes?
Oh,
It's
man.
great.
They have been
The
great.
Joe Biden memes are the best things since Trump got elected. Literally, the flood of Joe Biden memes.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
holy shit, where were these?
There was a good part.
There have been 8 years, and there have only been like a smattering of these. But now, in the last 2 weeks, there's nothing but Joe Biden memes. I'm like,
Well,
God.
he didn't run. There's no chance of him coming to power and taking out vengeance.
So beautiful. I don't think he'd take vengeance.
What's
I
the
think
Kermit
he'd
the
laugh.
Frog one? The Kermit one he was talking about.
It's a good Kermit, bad Kermit.
Oh yeah, yeah. With the Kermit the Frog here, like Darth Kermit looking thing.
Darth Kermit. Darth Kermit.
Yeah,
When Kermit smacked the shit out of himself. His dark side to go.
I do like the Kermit pounding piggy one that popped up the other day.
You would.
Well,
I missed this, and I feel fortunate for having done so.
yeah, thick chicks. It's a thick chick thing.
Okay.
Something about it was the evil and good Miss Piggy instead of the evil and good Kermit.
Oh, okay.
Miss Piggy saying, and you said you didn't like thick chicks or something like that. You could have had this, and it showed Kermit pounding the hell out of a thick Miss Piggy.
Side of ham.
Yeah.
I want my bacon back, bacon back, bacon back.
Bacon.
Tonight's episode of One is sponsored by Fucking Your Childhood. Right in the ear hole.
I'm so glad you added Hood to that. I'm just saying.
Especially with the way he's been searching the web lately.
Yeah, I'm not
Nobody's child deserves to be fucked in the ear hole. I'm just saying. There's an age. Where piercings need to be consensual.
How small is your dick? Where it's
I'm just saying needle dicks happen, man. What?
Totally off the rails.
Oh, hi.
No, it's fine.
This is pretty much the rails for us.
Yeah.
It really is now.
Like off the rails is implying that there were rails to begin with. It's really more of a dirt road. And
I'm going sideways down that motherfucker.
Could you stop drifting on our road show?
Sorry.
This is not Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
I love that opening sequence.
The opening sequence was fine. It's what they did to that fucking Mustang that bothers me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot, but kind of wrong.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Everything's better with Hood.
Especially piercings. So.
Yes, that meme. The one with Kermit posting with someone talking shit to me, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you were talking to because you.
Oh yeah.
Looking around.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you were talking to.
Oh, the one to the left and the
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I saw that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Me looking for who the fuck you talking to like that.
Yeah. All momentum is gone.
Did you bring your fillers?
Oh yeah.
Did we go through all your fillers?
No.
Fluffers?
Well, I mean, we were talking
Stuffers?
about people died, of course. 102. Anybody a fan of 102.1 The Edge? They've gone. We talked about this.
Not anymore.
I don't.
Postings.
Gone.
You know, I work in the building where they're at.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was before the holiday and everything, before the Edge dying, there were a whole bunch of 102.1 in the Edge trucks, broadcast trucks and cars and whatever. And there was a pink Toyota Tundra. Or no, Nissan. The Nissan, whatever, the pickup with the Cummins diesel engine.
Yeah.
Because I parked next to it one day. The whole truck was covered with signatures that people had Sharpied their signatures or whatever. And it was some sort of fuck cancer, whatever, fundraiser thing.
Right.
And it was a 1021 The Edge truck with all the signatures all over it, and then they clear coated it. It's gone. After the 1021 The Edge flipped over to the Star, and then they're going to become the Breeze or whatever the fuck it is in the spring.
1021 The Breeze.
Yeah. All of the 1021 vehicles are gone, including the truck. And it's like, the thing was brand new.
Well, they probably gave it away or auctioned it or something. I'm not sure.
But if they had already gotten to the point of clear coating it, then it was probably pretty close to its use anyway, whatever that use was.
Right. I have no idea.
And so,
did you pay to put a signature on it? Did you pay somebody else to put signatures on it?
It may have been something like all the staff coming together and signing it.
No, there were a lot.
Well, I mean, it could have been like guests over years. They came in. They could have just been building this truck up. I've seen
they've only had the diesel Nissans for a year now.
Yeah.
They were the big thing at last year's state fair.
That'd be kind of crazy to bring, like, to fly everyone in just to sign this.
No, it looks like a lot of these were like kids.
You take them to
kids.
So maybe it's something like Kids Cancer or like Make-A-Wish Foundation or
I don't know. Yeah, but the truck's gone,
one of the
and
hospitals.
it had a reserved parking spot.
Right.
The parking spot sign's gone.
Well, so 1021 The Edge.
The station is gone now.
Right. iHeartRadio pulled the station.
But iHeartRadio is still
Channel.
there.
iHeartMedia is still Clear Channel. But iHeart officially announced that they were pulling the channel. And it was going to be, and they literally didn't give anybody warning to this. Like, there was nothing saying this is coming in a month.
You don't give anybody warning.
No,
you just say fucking.
No, like
because then they start walking out with the trucks and the parking spots.
Well, yeah, but I mean the staff themselves.
And people stop
you would
buying
think
commercials.
No, you literally don't tell them anything.
You don't tell anybody anything.
When they did with the Eagle, what was it, Cindy? She like randomly played like random like Aqua for like a day or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like she played the Barbie girl over and over and over.
They told her that she was going to get fired, so she said "fuck it." And her last night just played Barbie girl. For like
that wasn't the story I heard. I heard something different about it, but yeah.
Either way, if you're going to fire, if you're giving a radio station, you just fire them.
Right.
Yeah.
So they incorporated it all into 971 the Eagle. All that's moving over there, so that's turned into just all rock.
Because it used to be alternative rock.
Right.
And nowadays it's just rock.
Right. Is what they're classifying as. So Green Day with 9 Inch Nails and Metallica and everything else mixed in.
Same way.
So they played it for 24 hours. They played closing time for literally a 24-hour span, back to back. Once in a while, you had a break saying 5 p.m. tomorrow. We'll tell you what's coming. And then the 5 p.m. came around, and it's
the Star.
They did this whole Santa thing where it's like, what's coming to 1021? Talking about the Edge leaving, and commercial free for just a holiday time frame, but for commercial free Christmas music, which they've done in the past. A couple of years ago, they did that too. So, and then now
just
it's coming. Was it adult contemporary?
It's going to be adult contemporary.
So 1021 The Breeze.
Yeah.
So, and
to be fair, I haven't listened to radio in so goddamn long. My head hurts. Like, I've listened to music off my phone, off of multiple devices.
Right.
I started listening to The Edge when I started realizing I could guess what time of the day it was based on what fucking song was playing. And while I'm sad that The Edge is gone, because I had a lot of fun memories tied to the radio station.
Right.
But those are also memories that I have not done anything remotely with in 10 years. Because they
I still listen to 1021 with the kids in the car, because, I mean, it wasn't... The music on my phone, it randomly pulls up whatever, Spotify or Pandora, because sometimes I have curse words in it, and I'm trying to shield them from what I can of that. Don't watch the show, Hunter.
It's almost like you could do parental controls on your phone so that it didn't play explicit lyrics.
Sometimes. Spotify in general.
I think that's a feature on 4K.
I like you. Hey, it works. Spotify is kind of different with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I'll put parental controls on and Eminem will pop up and just go nuts. And you're like, wow.
Wait. Is it an edited version? They have those.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was completely the dirty version.
Which one?
What's wrong with that? It's just Eminem.
It's just words.
Well, I mean, luckily he's saying it so fast that the kids probably didn't get it.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Rap God. Never mind.
Yeah.
Which, in Walmart the other day, the Alanis Morissette song came on.
Which
for
one?
That one.
You ought to know. Blowjob in the theater.
No.
And are you thinking of me when you fuck her like that?
No. It's the one that said, and sometimes I'm chicken shit. Anyways, the chicken shit.
Chicken shit.
No.
Thank you. Yeah. The chicken shit that was completely unbleeped. In Walmart, it's playing, and sometimes I'm chicken shit. And I'm like, did that just say chicken? And Jess says, okay, anyways. Gun Barrel City, Walmart.
They don't give a fuck.
It was 3 in the morning.
So it's after hours. They can play the explicit version.
Alan's singing it. I'm a bitch. I'm a mother.
No, it's not.
That's not Alanis Morissette.
That's not Alanis Morissette.
But he's
That's
singing.
that other.
I know what he just
Right.
That's
type out the whole
lesbian
song
chick.
to us.
It's the lesbian love song.
What? There are so many.
No, that is the lesbian love song.
Anyway, I'm sad the Edge is gone because I have a shit ton of memories, and I have a shit ton
And they
of
never
like,
played the lesbian love song.
No, they played that song quite a bit actually.
Okay.
But it's fucking.
It's radio.
It's radio.
Radio's dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's radio is dying.
It sucks, but the fact that I can tell you what time it is based on what song is playing when, fuck it.
Means it was already automated out of existence.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll
everything
see in the future. I mean, they may do the same thing like they did with the Eagle, right? Where they took it away and then brought it back. So
It's dead. They've already cleaned out.
The fact that they've moved everything over and just said go to 97 the Eagle and the website's redirected to the fucking Eagle.
They registered 1021 the breed.
Yeah,
they're
consolidating
done.
they're just consolidating. I mean, so
And
Clear Channel iHeartMedia has found out that they can just combine these two stations and you won't notice the fucking playlist change at all.
yeah.
There'll be one more additional Green Day song per hour.
Yep. Hate to tell you this.
And a lot less disc jockeys
Mother's
they have to
Day,
pay.
Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a whole station of DJs they just got rid of,
Yep.
including ones who just moved into town.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that had to suck. They'd want
Yeah,
to
there's a floor available now in our office. In our building. That's how I'm like, nope, it's gone.
Yeah, it's done.
Half of 3 is now empty.
Ouch.
wonder if they're gonna liquidate some of the stuff. Maybe I can get some.
I don't know. I've been waiting.
If they do,
I want one of those broadcast antennas.
I just want the center, the desk system they have out there. So
I just want one of the broadcast trucks because I can use.
honey, I didn't buy any boats, but I got a broadcast truck.
I got a van. You wanted a van? I got a van. It's just got an antenna on it already. I don't have to go buy one.
Look! I'm thinking about us.
30 foot directional antenna with a rack in the back of the van.
I don't know. I mean, they
Might need to paint it.
I mean, if radio is dying, then they're going to be dumping that soundboard anyway.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
It's not
all
going
It's
to
not
be
really the
automated.
soundboard I want because I mean, granted, it's going to be an amazing board, but I really just want the desk, the desk that they use when they broadcast the actual
You want the
studio.
the
desk.
play button on the CD?
No. So I found a guy in Irving.
What's so special about the? I guess I'm missing something. Is it just?
They're 3-tiered.
Oh, okay.
There's 3-tiered style desks, and you can actually put your boards in them. You can put racks, 8 amps, everything. You can, without having to build one or buy one custom for each one. These are pretty universal.
Okay.
Like you could slide a whole wood panel if you want to put a board over here.
Okay.
I found a guy that has one. He wants like $400 for it, and I keep telling him, like, let me know when you drop that price because I'm not paying $400 for that desk. Granted, it's probably worth it. Not going to do it.
Well, not if you're not willing to pay it.
No.
Yeah.
So if you ever
Do you have
drop
access to that floor?
Yeah, I have access to all the floor.
You got a truck?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you all look at me for the criminal shit? Like, you ask him if he has access. He has a truck.
I looked at you
I even have access to the parking garage floor that's reserved for iHeartMedia and IBM. And there's all sorts of furniture being stored on that floor. That's the other reason I know. 'cause
Views
There's a
displayed
lot
on
more
one of-
furniture
You know,
on that floor
it's
now.
probably
not
gonna
count
cost-
as premeditated crime.
Dude, it's in the parking garage. It's
it's
not
in-
exactly locked.
Well, if it's in the parking garage, I think that constitutes abandoned property, doesn't it?
It's pretty damn close. It's one of those we walk
No,
up
because
to
the
them and
parking
say,
garage
"Hey
is still
guys,
considered
can
private
we?"
property.
Yeah,
parking garage
So
is
we
private
asked
property?
them, "Hey guys,
Is it near the dumpster? Could
the
we move
dumpsters
the
are not in the
dumpster?
garage. The dumpsters are not in the garage."
No, that's still private property.
Most of the stuff down there, we normally just ask the guys, "Hey, can what are y'all doing with that? And they're like, oh, we're getting ready to have it.
Well, you ask him and we'll let us know. I'll be out there with a truck. Probably a U-Haul.
Well, half the desks are gone already.
Well, clearly somebody else
I
has already
didn't
been
know
asking.
that somebody wanted crappy medium
Memento
density
desks.
fireboard desks. Yeah. It's just MDF, man.
The memories.
It would not be the craziest thing I've done.
Well, we got literally a few seconds left here in this.
As we're plotting a heist.
No.
Yes, okay.
There was an
hold
update
on.
for Payday 2.
We all play Payday 2. We're talking about a Payday map right now. Don't worry about it.
There was a Payday 2
It's called the
update.
Edge map. Don't worry.
There was a 1 gig update for Payday 2.
No joke.
And it's the 45th.
Payday is a game where you put on a mask and go rob banks. You plan out how to rob banks.
Oh, okay.
They have masks based on
Dead
some
president.
of the
Well,
dead presidents.
presidents.
Well, some of the presidents. Some of them are dead. Some of them are alive. They just released the Donald Trump mask,
The 45th.
and it took a 1 gig update for that.
Well, they also
Which
added
means
more-
there's a lot more than
Right.
just the mask.
Yeah.
And
Right,
the
yeah,
update
yeah.
But it was still a goddamn 1 gig update
For a mask.
for a mask.
It's a 40 gig freaking game right now.
It's worth it, man.
It's a lot of fun. I
Well,
mean,
I'm just like trying
we
to,
still haven't
trying to
found
think
it.
about how long it would have taken back in the day when you had like insert disc 1.
I'm on satellite at home. It takes a while.
Yeah, you might as well be inserting this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was happily tethered to my phone so I could play boats when it updated, and I didn't. I was like, why is my ping in the 150s?
Did you not log out of fucking Steam? Because you know Steam will randomly update you random shit.
I hope your phone has unlimited data.
It does not. I do have 20 gigs shared across the family per month.
Ouch.
And I usually have 4 or 5 gig free every month. So
Not this month.
no, because I did update boats on it intentionally. So yeah, AT&T is gonna be like,
for $60 more, we'll give you another gig.
yeah, something like that. Are we going? Or
Yeah,
are
I'm
we
trying to
staying?
say farewell. We
Are
start
we staying?
as we. All right, guys. You guys want to say farewell? Thanks to Joe and Trey for joining us here this weekend. It was
Thanks, Joe and
fantastic.
Trey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was gonna say Joe's show's coming up sometime this week, probably, or in the next few weeks. Other than that, this is just a show. I don't know what we did today. There was a plan.
And then I showed up.
Pretty much got the second hour off. It was nice.
Want to do a shout out here to No Bully Left Behind, www.nobullyleftbehind.com. You want to talk about that real quick here?
Do you like dogs? Do you think pit bulls are adorable and cuddly? Because they fucking are.
Yeah.
Go get one. They have them there. They're adorable.
That was it.
Yep, that's all I got.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. here. We will not have a show at the end of the year for New Year's, of course. We won't be here.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
When they need to show you.
What?
What? Huh? Me?
Over here.
Hold on.
Turn your head. Someone did a painting.
Oh, my
A
goodness.
painting. Wow.
Who's that?
Mommy Noodles. Chelsea.
Fantastic. All right.
Wow.
Nice.
We have fan paintings.
We have
Yes.
fan paintings. That's
How long before we get fanfic?
Or manga.
God, now you just said it. It's going to happen now.
It's going to happen now.
Fanfic roulette.
Slut fic.
In 4K. Yahtzee.
And that's been the final callback to all the jokes of this show.
Yeah, that's right. We'll see you. It's a clitoris. We'll talk
Good
to you guys
night,
later.
and
Thank
good
you for
luck.
joining us. Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo!